I know what the guys want.
Sunday, woo, it's a blind light. Sunday,
Who?
Sunday, it's a blind light. Sunday,
White guy McSqueezy.
it's a blind light. Sunday, Sunday, no.
Craig.
Sunday, it's a blind light. Suck it. Sunday, ooh, it's a blind light.
Raw gearheads, it is Sunday morning. This is Richard Ojeda, and I am all geeked up to stomp some comedy topics with the great Blind Mike Geary. Go to blindmike.net for all of Blind Mike's sexy links, including the link to vote for me, Richard Ojeda, for Congress. Get over to that .net. That kid is running today. Do not be a son of a bitch. On today's show, Joey Diaz gets triggered by a Redbar fan. The start of Tom Segura's downfall. Dan Soder fixes Hollywood, and more. Now your host, a man who has many stories, and that's coming from a man that's been in many wars. Come on, Lewis. If you don't invite Gearheads Riot at dawn, now here he is, our fearless leader, Blind Mike Geary.
I was hop on for a moment. I was stricken by the passing of Vincent Pastore. If I could just say, The Sopranos, a terrific program. I mean, Edie Falco, Michael Imperioli, Lorraine Bracco. Oh, so many great actors. Of course, Robert Eiler, Jamie Lynn Sigler, James, of course. James is terrific.
Jimmy, as they call him.
Jimmy, my guy. Frank Vincent, Joey Pantaleone. Oh, Joey Pants. What a villain he played. My God. He had guest stars like Steve Buscemi. It goes on and on. New Jersey, underrated state. I don't think a lot of people give New Jersey the credit for how beautiful it is. You know, you get that waft when you go on the Jersey Turnpike, and people have reduced it to some sort of garbage state. But the beaches, go to Belmar sometime. Check it out. Really beautiful. My God, Vincent Pastore. I refreshed this morning. No Instagram post, unfortunately.
No,
I don't know how much. I don't think they work together ever, so I don't know. We're not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna get an Alec Baldwin eulogy.
I don't think him and Sam Neill did either.
Yeah, right. It's never stopped him before.
Took me a second. I was like, oh, I know where this is going.
I think I tweeted it the other night. I've just been saying that in my God, Sam Neill.
I saw your random tweet about it like 2 days ago.
For weeks I've been saying it.
My God, Sam Neill.
Shout out to Big Pussy. Rest in peace, old friend. Craig is back.
Hi.
Was that we abruptly got cut off at that? Was that more direct than you were expecting me to be? What I told you before the show?
Which
I got a decent laugh out of you, and then we realized we had to go.
Oh, yes. very, very direct.
Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe if people message us about it, maybe we'll talk about it. But I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting happenings. But good to hear from good to hear from the Army Major.
Yes. Ojeda.
What's happening with a very good show?
Absolutely nothing at this current moment. So I filmed one, the pizza. I hated it. And then since then I've been sick.
Craig's emails got leaked and he had to pretend like he knew how to make pizza to cover it up for all the codes. It's not as easy as it looks, though, is it?
Nope. A lot of codes.
I would think pizza would be right up your alley.
That's right. The only thing I said in the episode that won't be aired is I said it's time for pizza, no connection. I was throwing people some crumbs, you know?
Yeah, we you know what? On behalf of the rest of us, we don't like when you lean into it. It makes us feel gross.
Ew, we're actually supporting this.
This guy's out protesting the deaths of families. I had the pleasure. It was very nice to be back on KMS Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you listen to it? Yeah.
I'm like an hour in.
I don't know if you've heard a particular caller yet.
No.
There's a celebrity guest that calls in that I think you'll enjoy. I won't spoil it for you.
Oh, good.
I think it'll make you laugh when you hear it. But I had the pleasure. Justin was not aware of your Alex Jones staunch support.
This is blown out of proportion.
Saying that Alex Jones didn't go far enough, nearly.
All I asked is what was illegal about standing on a sidewalk?
Yes, Justin was mystified.
I understand it's shitty, but I'm saying what's the legal ramifications?
Well, that's what you and his attorneys will have to figure out. Well, go support Very Good Chow, for goodness sake. It's good to have Craig back, as always.
Hi. It's still tiramisu. It's the latest.
Wow, it feels like eons ago. Soup month feels like a lifetime ago.
You guys miss it now, don't you?
I think we're going to have to figure out. I will not be here next Sunday. I think we're going to have to figure out, if possible, maybe a bonus episode sometime this week.
Okay.
I'll think of something. I've got a few ideas, so we'll see. But keep an eye out for that. Go to blindmike.net. It's a .net that I run.
I have a .org.
He runs a .net out in Western Mass. Go check that out, where you get all my links. But yeah, verygoodshow.org for all of Craig's links and all your links to Very Good Show. But support this program. We appreciate you guys supporting us wherever you get podcasts, Apple, Spotify. Video now available on Spotify, by the way, as well as YouTube, where we are live every Sunday at 10 a.m. Like, subscribe, comment. It helps more people find the show. We appreciate you guys doing that. Become a member on Patreon or YouTube. You get early access and bonus content. So check that out. What else did I want to address?
Right after the show is the Trek Off, the Vinnie Paulino punishment from the Creep Off, hosted by Casey Day. HACKRIDE Studios.
It's important we promote that.
Yeah, so sit tight, people.
Yes. Anything I can do for the Creep Off. Vinnie Paulino, a good man. I like Vinnie Paulino very much.
I do too.
A nice man, a funny man. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I think we can get into business, right?
Sure can.
Let's start with I guess the big news from the week, but kind of it's hard calling it big news. Someone messaged me or commented and said, like, Mike, you should have done an emergency episode on this. I was like, I don't know about that. It seems like we kind of all thought this would happen one day, or we were surprised it hadn't already. But
emergency show on the two text exchange that you and I had about it.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about it.
About time.
It'll be about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
But Jim and Anthony doing a show together. Finally. Huh?
That's right.
At long last. What took you so long, boys? But let's hear from the fellas before we talk about the future of this program.
Would have done this a year, like as soon as I was done with Sirius and I was allowed to, we would have started this.
Yeah.
But you live in the South and I'm in New York, and it just became logistically difficult.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do an episode every other week on YouTube, and we are going to have in the weeks in between, we're gonna have Patreon episodes.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes we'll have guests, sometimes it'll be just me and you.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a Patreon now, and it's Patreon. This is how old man is.
Oh,
is
no.
Patreon.com.
HTTP//Anthony
www. Should we call Anthony and Jim show on Patreon is us, and it's $5. That's it, and you get all of our
Cheap.
stuff. Yeah. And you're gonna get an extra episode. You're gonna get the early. We're gonna put them up on Saturday on Patreon. They're gonna go live on YouTube on Tuesday, so you get them 3 days earlier. totally uncensored,
Yeah.
unless it's something that would get us booted off Patreon.
That could it is possible, but
I can think of one.
I've
How nice is it just to hear those fellas back together, huh?
Yeah, once they got past the website address joke, I was like, all right, we're good. I was like, oh no.
What it is weird though. Did you see who they had for the first episode?
I don't know why. Yeah, Karen Fian.
Very weird. I can't figure out the reasoning.
I texted you about it, and then I immediately subscribed.
Yeah.
And then I was immediately like, well, that's a strange first guest.
I like Karen. I have no issue with Karen. It's just it has nothing to do with Opie and Anthony or Anthony and Jim or like it just seemed out of place kind of when people have been waiting for 12 years now. They've been like, hey, Anthony, Jim, do a show together. Why didn't Jim leave with Anthony? Why did instead of Jim and Sam, why didn't Jim go with Anthony? So people have been like waiting for this. And then Karen Fian just kind of in the way, I felt like. Didn't really.
I thought some of the stuff,
it was fine.
She kind of brought them down some lanes, I guess. But I was hoping for just them kind of saying how they got there, go into those kind of details, or have Voss on or something.
And I think everyone said this. Voss or Colin should have been the first guest.
Yeah,
like that. It just makes sense naturally. I hope they don't feel obligated to have guests. Like
I know
these are older men now. Like so, Jim might be looking at it like, oh well, in order to get into the algorithm, podcasts need guests to reach a wider audience or something. I hope they don't analyze it that way and feel the need to do that because it is unnecessary for what they're doing. This seems like just appeasing the old Opie and Anthony fans that have been clamoring for this for so long.
It needs to be longer too.
Yeah, or what like. I'm satisfied with any amount they give us, but I don't need TJ Miller in there with those guys.
I'm honestly all for that eventually.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times you never know when the gold's coming out of them. It could be with anyone.
Sure. That's true. And maybe but again, I would rather they have, rather than just like some comedian that you've seen on 50 podcasts, I'd rather they have E-Rock or Bobo, like even the goofy people from Opie and Anthony. I think I would prefer that. Although even as I'm saying it, I will say maybe they just kind of feel like, well, we've done that. Let's find new people to goof around with or whatever. So I do get that. I thought it was a very funny idea. Listening to that clip, I thought of this. I think Patrick Melton is the one that said this. Those Nopi clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or the old Opie and Anthony show with Opie deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Melton said people should start taking this and edit Opie in. Where's Jim and Anthony riffing and it's just an abrupt, let's go to the phones.
That'd actually be great.
A very funny idea.
Opie will be a guest on that show in 5 years.
No, I don't think so.
5 years.
Craig's been right about a lot lately. Maybe we'll get to that in the super chat. There's something I wanted to say you were right about, so we'll get to that at some point. But Craig's had his finger on the pulse. Age of consent. Mixing races. He's right about a lot of stuff.
I'm curious what I was right about.
Well, did you see? You remember we talked about that John Marco Sorossi guy a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
You were very angry. I'll tell you where you were wrong still. Craig goes, as long as this guy has an open mind, I'll be cool with him. I don't know. 6 words in, Craig goes, I already hate this fucking queer.
Hold on.
I was like, settle down.
Because the first words out of his mouth were, oh, he went on Rogan, I automatically hate him. So he didn't have an open mind, so I was mad.
They did. He and some other guy that I'm not too familiar with did what Andy Kindler used to do, the state of the industry at JFL.
Mm.
And they just roasted. I mean, like they roasted everybody. They made fun of
that was him,
Segura and Christina P. Yeah, and Shane and Tony and all them.
Yeah.
And it was, like I didn't find it very funny, but I'm sure some people did. Whatever. My issue with it is, you said you will not associate with these people. You said I have no interest in a dialogue with Theo Vaughn, Tony Hinchcliffe, Joe Rogan. I think what they're doing is evil, essentially, and I think they're bad for comedy. So to do that and roast them and be like, it's all jokes and fun and games. Well, you said publicly, like, these people are toxic and I'll never associate with them. So are you kidding? Like, is this fucking around, or are you a coward? Which I think it's clearly the latter.
Yeah.
But that does seem like you're saying I'm not doing this in good faith. But then you try to be like, what? Like, if people say, hey, you're wrong about Shane. Like, because he lumped Shane in with these group of which is so ridiculous. Like, trying to call Shane a racist is one of the silliest, laziest takes you could have. But I assume his response to me would, these Shane fans can't take a joke. It's like, well, are you joking? Because you said all these guys are evil and the reason the country is in the shape it's in. And it's like, well, it's got to be kind of one or the other.
Yeah, he wasn't joking. That was another polarizing topic in the chat I saw.
It was. Well, what's interesting about that topic is I think a lot of the people that thought they were disagreeing with me were agreeing with me. Yeah. It's like, no, I'm making the same point you are, kind of. I'm just like hearing him out, and I don't agree with it.
He didn't have the snap anger I had.
Right. No, let's not hate crime the man. By the way, according to my top researcher, Germ, not gay. John Marco Sorcy.
Yeah,
we were wrong.
Yeah, tell his dad that.
Well, it's a different time. Just flamboyant, I suppose.
Metro.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else to say on Jim and Anthony? I think that's I think it's fun. I'm glad it's happening more regularly. I did say a few months ago that I didn't mind them just popping on each other's shows once in a while. Like, I was even okay with that. Just seeing Anthony pop into Jim's podcast, I was like, you get a little taste. So I was fine with that. And now everyone will bitch about this in 6 months and be like, this is lame. It's not the same anymore. You guys are old, whatever. But I'll enjoy it. So I'm glad it's back. But
I mean, listening to them on the first episode, it sounded the same to me.
Right.
They were even going over some of the old stories.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I can't imagine having done an emergency show because I don't have a ton to say about it, but I am excited for it.
Guys, breaking news: a podcast I've wanted is
emergency.
It's finally here.
All right, what are we getting into next, Craig?
You want to do the doc?
No, let's save. I don't think people are ready.
Okay, Joey Diaz.
I think the documentary is too chilling to get into.
Joey Diaz.
Okay, we can go to Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz is one of these guys that is haunted by Mike David. I think he wakes up at night. Redbar. Like, Redbar did such a number on these guys. And I think Mike David is a very talented guy. I hope he's all right. I don't know where he is now. Like, he's kind of disappeared. People say there's health issues. I don't know the full scope of that. But I hope he's all right. He's very funny. He obviously influenced shows like this. Like, he was massively influential in what a lot of the people that cover comedy are doing right now. And I think he was just like funny. I don't think maybe there's stuff I'm just not aware of. I don't think there was this massive like line crossing with Mike. Could he be nasty? Like, could he be mean? Sure. Mm-hmm. You know, like if he was reviewing this show, I shudder to think of what he would say.
Exactly what I don't want him to.
He would have some biting insight. But like, I don't remember ever seeing a clip where I'm like, oh my God, that's wildly over the line. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm forgetting, or I didn't come across it, whatever. But like, I thought Mike David was a funny guy that picked at a lot of these guys' sensitivities, and he was very insightful. And we will watch this clip that I think it's only 6 minutes because I think it gets cut off and the episode is banned from Twitch. So shout out to Jerm for catching this for us, because I think this got like taken down. So hopefully it doesn't fuck with our channel here. But we're going to play. Someone just throws in a very simple comment to Joey Diaz's Twitch stream. He's gaming. And someone puts a very innocuous comment, and it leads to this.
What?
Somebody in my chat said Redbar. is watching. Be warned, you are on a fool's notice. What the fuck does that mean?
He's a cop.
Hold on. You can already hear the venom spewing. He said one syllable, and you can hear that he's unhappy. Redbar is watching. You're on fool's notice. Just a silly comment. It doesn't mean anything. People comment on our videos. Redbar is watching. It's funny. It doesn't. It's what that's the brilliance of Redbar, is that he came up with this thing, this phrase that literally haunts them. Where's all this person had to say is Redbar is watching, and it's going to lead to listen to Joey Diaz spiral and have a meltdown. And I've never minded Joey Diaz. I don't think he's a great stand-up, but I think he had the unfortunate curse of being one of the guys, and maybe the example guy, that Joe Rogan would be like, Joey Diaz fucking murders. We're at the store late night, you see Joey Diaz, he's fucking murdering.
So enough people say that about him that like it must be. I've never seen him.
He's a guy, like I said, I've never seen him in person either. I've seen his stand-up, like the thing he did for Netflix. And
I didn't like it that much.
Neither did I. I bet if you're just in a club, not expecting him to walk up, and then he does, I can see that killing, like in a room.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not for me, not my stuff. But like the misfortune, it's like what Tony Hinchcliffe does to all the regulars, where it's like this is the greatest human being that's ever walked the earth, and then like he does mediocre material, and you're like, oh, okay, you're disappointed. So Joey Diaz has that curse with his stand-up. I think he's like a funny enough guy. He's a little much for my taste, but like that's all.
I like him. I like him better on podcasts. He's one of those.
Yeah, and even that, I'm not a huge fan, but like he's fine. So think whatever you want of Joey Diaz. Redbar made fun of him, and he poked at some of the stuff I just mentioned. That's it. There's no more depth to it than that. But listen to the anger, the ferocity that Joey Diaz holds when he gets this very innocent comment.
Fool's notice? What the fuck does that mean?
He's a cunt. And so are the people that fucking, they're just fucking pussies. They're just a handful of pussies. They've been talking shit for years.
Big Pussy's father in that horrible Sopranos movie. Joey Diaz.
Was he his father?
I believe. Am I wrong about that? I'm pretty sure he was playing Big Pussy's dad.
You might be right. I'll look.
Rest in peace, Vinny Pastore.
My God.
My God. Let's continue.
Yes.
The guy they're talking about is gone. He couldn't deal with the talent base. But they're all pussies.
Yeah. Thanks, Mizzy. You tell him. I don't even know what that means. Anyways.
That's what they tell everybody. That idiot was telling people to go to comedy shows and heckle the comics and tape it. And about 10 of them got beat up. One got beat up bad at the comedy store.
Wait, what?
He would go to
they beat somebody up for recording?
I don't remember him. I'm not saying he did or didn't, but I don't think I've ever seen him do that.
I wouldn't be shocked if he was like, "Hey, go record." That wouldn't shock me. And I guess I'll take it back then. That I do think is, I guess, kind of shitty. It's not. I don't think it's an egregious crime, and I don't think the person should be beat up for it. Like it's a fucking casino in the 50s.
Right.
Taken back out to the woodshed. Like that's crazy if that's true. I like that Joey Diaz thinks like he's on the right side of history in that one. Some guy recorded us to make jokes about our jokes, so we beat the shit out of him.
Sam Tripoli shows and talk shit. And Sam would take their phones and throw it on the roof of the cop. Oh, yeah. They were going to arrest Sam a couple times. And at the end of the day, they're just pussies. They threaten everybody and for no reason.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on, man.
Watching is not a threat, which is the brilliance of that tagline.
He's just watching.
Redbar is watching. So are the rest of us. So is hopefully everyone in the audience, Joe. That's what you're doing it for. You're streaming. You turned on your camera and microphone so that people could watch you. That's the hope. And he's like, these nasty threats that they're giving me. Redbar is watching. It haunts them so much. And it is like these guys that are free speech warriors that I agree with, by the way. I agree with all their points about free speech and you should be able to joke about whatever. I'm with you. You're fighting the good fight, fellas. But then when it comes on them, when people make jokes about them, listen to how sensitive this guy is. Like, this is crazy. And I don't mind Joey Diaz.
I think we know why the video is no longer up, though.
Why is that?
Because he looks awful, so he took it down.
I think it got taken down like midstream. I think it was a Twitch action, but I could be wrong about that. American React also did a good video on this. That's where I was alerted to this existing.
And your mother's on full notice. You guys are all a bunch of pussies, okay? And your fearless leader, he's somewhere fucking dying of cancer from the inside out, from taking it in the ass in Chicago all those years. So fuck you and fuck your mother, cocksucker.
Hell yeah.
It's Ghost Boy TV. He's just a fucking pussy.
Yep.
That guy is a...
Who's the woman going, yeah?
She didn't know who he was a second ago. She goes, what does this mean? Redbar is watching. And now she's like, yeah, he is a pussy that should die of cancer.
Is that his wife?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Fuck.
Maybe it's Jules David.
Pussy.
If Mike David could script Joey Diaz's reaction, he couldn't have dreamed of this.
He's been like, no, that's too much. He won't do that.
If Redbar was like, I'm going to disappear for a year and a half, or maybe it's been longer at this point. I'm going to disappear for an amount of time. Someone's going to throw in, hey, Redbar is watching to a Joey Diaz live stream. Obviously, I'm not going to say he's glad I have cancer. That would be too much. That would be too... I'm jerking myself off here too much. I wouldn't have that much of an effect on these guys a year and a half later. There's no way.
Not one of them. I used to give them my address and tell them to show up. We'll be there in an hour. They're pussies. But when Tripoli went to his house, that motherfucker didn't open the door. Talking all that shit.
Why should they fight? Unless Mike David was saying, I can beat all of you up and want to.
Even still, if you show up at my house, I'm not going to answer the door.
Hey, hello, friend. Come on in. I've got a pot of coffee on.
You want a sandwich?
Why would this be if they said you suck at comedy, your podcast is shitty? Why would the response be, I'll beat the shit out of you? How about that? Okay, well, then you'll probably win. Joey Diaz, if he sees this video and gets very angry about it, he could beat the fuck out of me. He could beat me mercilessly. He could ragdoll me like Bart Simpson if he wanted to. I wouldn't put up much of a great fight.
Well, you can't see, so.
Right. I'm at a disadvantage. Right. How would that make me wrong about what I'm saying right now?
I know. My advice would be, all right, you're selling tickets. Great. You're making money on your podcast. Great. Who gives a shit what this guy says?
Right. And if you didn't, but like, that's the real mentality. With Joey Diaz, and you'll hear it a bunch in this, where he's like, who gives a fuck what that guy has to say? Right. That's the correct angle to take. But what we're making fun of is you clearly give very much of a fuck.
The fuck you give's huge.
Like the people who handled Redbar best, like Dan Soder and Big J Okerson, played clips of it on the bonfire. And actually, I don't know if they played clips, but they talked about it on the bonfire. And we're like, God, he got us. Everything I'm sensitive about, he was correct. like they had a good time with it. And they understood what it was. Or even if you think he was wrong, like you can argue the points he made or whatever, but like he is kidding ultimately. Like Mike David is even some of the stuff he believes in. I don't think it's in like true bad faith. I don't think if Mike David is on his deathbed right now, I don't think he's like, I hope Joey Diaz is going through a worse time than I am. I don't imagine it pops into his head, but Joey Diaz playing a video game does have that thought about Mike David, which is incredible. Tip of the cap in the Troll Hall of Fame, Mike David. This will be one of the, it'll be in the highlight reel at your induction ceremony.
No way.
Yeah, Sam Tripoli went to that cunt's house and he knocked on his door.
Good.
Come on out, motherfucker. The guy wouldn't come out.
Word.
He's dialing
Isn't that
911.
funny how people are so.
Well, that's usually what happens when people are trying to break into your house.
I'll give you this guarantee. No matter the situation, whether I've made fun of the person or not, if someone is banging down my door trying to get in, I'll probably call 911. Most likely that's going to be my answer. I doubt I would be like, do you have a legitimate gripe with me? Hold on a second. Was I kind of rude to you online?
Yeah, come on in.
Let me suss this out.
Yeah, pool's warm. You can spend your time in there.
Did you bring a towel?
Yeah.
Have so much balls behind the keyboard, right?
Man, fuck you. And where's your boy lately? Sucking dick like your mother. So.
That insult's so lame.
It's very old. It's very old school.
Yeah, but like
that, it would have worked in the 80s where my mother doesn't suck dick.
That's true.
I think in Joey Diaz's era, that did work as an insult, but it's not something that anyone gives a. Oh, geez, my mother's sexually active? No.
I don't know what to tell you there, ghost faggot. That's all he is. He's a ghost faggot.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, what? You have nothing better to do in life? Like, come
That's
on.
what he did. That's the motherfucker that was behind everything.
I hope Redbar goes after this lady and figures out who she is.
And here's the thing: Joey Diaz has had some. He's a guy that he lived a life. Like, he went to prison. He was a drug addict. Like the man has lived a life. And he had some introspection early on when he started to get popular. I remember I was going through a very dark time in my life, and I remember he had one particular quote that, like, I clipped it on my. I had it on my phone for a little while because it like applied to my situation. It was inspirational, genuinely, and I liked that. I liked some of his introspective stuff, even whatever that means to you. This is the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the opposite of having any introspection, where it's like, it's just a guy. It's like any other comment, but you're getting so viscerally angry about something that doesn't matter. It flies in the face of everything you pretend to believe in. Like, people always question this. Rogan says he doesn't read the comments or whatever. And people are like, oh, he's lying. And I would say, I don't know if he's lying, but he shouldn't. Like, Joe Rogan doesn't need to read the comments. Spotify's paying him hundreds of millions of dollars. He doesn't need to know what I think on a given episode. Like, should you have feedback in general? Sure. But I'm saying, like, every comment that just like sucks, gay, well, you don't need to read that shit about yourself all day. Doesn't need it.
I do sometimes.
Sure. It grounds you.
Well, a lot of it's just funny.
Well, that's the other thing, Craig, ultimately. And you have to remind yourself, and maybe there's some people listening to this right now that are spiraling and going through a difficult time that could use this sort of philosophy. A lot of the people are fucking around.
Yeah.
I bet the Redbar is watching guy. Like, there is a chance the guy that commented on Joey's video, Redbar is watching. There's a chance that this guy was like, I hope Joey fucking spirals out when he sees this. I think there's a much greater chance that he was like, Joey will laugh at this. Remember this, Joe? Redbar is watching. That might give him a chuckle.
It's the guy's the world's biggest Joey Diaz fan, and he's like, oh, no.
Yeah, like that. He might not have meant anything by it. And you've gone on a cunt faggot rant of epic proportions. You.
That's the thing, though. It's like most of the time, I'll say 99.9% of the time, jokes at my expense make me laugh.
Right, because I think it's more often than not, even like the nasty ones, they're trying to be funny. Like they might miss the mark or whatever, but a lot of the people are trying to be funny. And then there's some people that are just fucking moral, that like hate you for some reason or whatever, and they have their own issues going on, and that's also fine. Like, yeah, I think if you're going to try and solve it, if you're going to try and make everyone like you and change their opinion of you, it is a fruitless adventure.
Yes.
It will yield no results. There is no point in that.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a fucking pussy. That's the type of shit they do. They called my wife and told her we're gonna kill Mercy. Who does that? Who does that?
Now, is that true?
I don't know, but if it is, of course that's over the line. If some fan call, obviously that's over the line. That's shitty.
It would semi-justify the anger he's feeling, I guess.
Toward that person.
Yes.
But again, that is not the guy that just commented that, as far as we know.
And it wasn't Redbar who called him.
And it wasn't Redbar. And it wasn't.
I have to imagine he's not telling people to call his wife.
I would think not. Again, I don't know. I would think not. But the other interesting thing about Redbar is like, to my knowledge, I think all those clips of him on YouTube, I don't think any of those are. I don't think he had like a YouTube channel. Did he?
Redbar?
Maybe he had one that he didn't post on all the time. But I get my point is the majority of like YouTube clips that you see of Redbar are other people posting Redbar clips. Redbar was a behind a paywall. It was just on his website, this stream.
And just to clarify to some people in the chat, it's not Redban. It's Redbar. Different guy.
It's not. Yes, it's not Brian. It'd be amazing if Brian Redban was behind this. No, it's Mike David from the program Redbar. But what was I saying? Oh, like he was behind a paywall. He was on his own website. Getting angry like this, it's like if there was like a speakeasy dedicated to people like, hey, members only. And every week we meet up and we make fun of Joey Diaz. Right. Don't tell anybody about it. It's this secret club we have. And every week, Joey Diaz would go out of his way to press his ear against the door and see if he can hear anything about himself and then get really mad about it when he does.
Yeah, I think Redbar did the show behind a paywall and then would put some clips out, like short ones.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if he even did that because I always saw his clips on like other people's channels.
True.
So I'm sure he did at some point, but I would just always see it other ways. I remember I originally found him on Compound Media. Actually, that's the first time I saw Redbar.
He was on Compound Media.
Yeah, they brought his show over, and then he started making fun of Joe Matarese, and then started making fun of Anthony and Gino, and it did not end well.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think that's where he got exposed. I mean, he was already popular, but I think that's where he found like another level of that like comedy audience.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they should all be embarrassed. All of them.
They should be very embarrassed.
Good insight, lady.
Unbelievable.
They should be embarrassed. Now listen to this.
That's right.
That's what they got. They got nothing. They got dick. All that faggotry they talked about, they were just...
Come on, Joe. Hey, they got nothing. They should be embarrassed.
I'm starting to see why this might have gotten taken off Twitch.
Yeah, right. They should be embarrassed. Long pause. Plenty of time to think, all right, I'm going to move on. I've said my piece. And then it comes back. The faggots.
A bunch of pussies, man. And the leader, oh my God, he's got a wig. He's always sick. Yeah. Oh, I went to the comedy store and nobody was there.
Like he's always sick. Like he's a nebbishy. Like, ugh, it's a little drafty in here. Like I think he has cancer.
I'm gonna catch a cold.
I think he's got like a terminal illness.
He does.
He's
That's the rumor on the street. I don't know if
he's
he's
always
ever
sick. I think he's like tragically, it's an unfortunate thing for him and his family. Not like, oh, he's always complaining of the sniffles.
If you want to make fun of being sick, just be like, yeah, I guess karma sucks for Redbar, and then move on.
Right. But like, it's amazing the people that don't realize they're giving. If Redbar is even thinking of this world, like maybe he's in a situation in life where he hasn't thought about any of these guys in years. Like, just doesn't give a fuck about it anymore because so much has happened to him. And meanwhile, Joey Diaz is like, I'm glad he's got cancer.
Yeah, the next thing you know, Redbar hears this and he blows the dust off his keyboard and mouse. He sits at his desk.
I think it's actually more beautiful if he doesn't.
I know.
And it's like, but the guy you're so angry at might not even know you did this.
That motherfucker never had heart to do anything.
What?
You know what we're up to. We're fucking living a tremendous life. That's what we're up to.
We're up to
something
more
you're
than you, piece of shit.
something that you're
Oh
not
my
living,
God.
ghost faggot.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
I love Alan Stiglitz. Send him my love, brother.
He existed 2 minutes ago. She didn't know he existed 2 minutes ago. And now she's like, what? I hope he rots in hell. What a piece of
He's a piece of shit.
what a jellyfish. I mean, like talking about having no spine, where you know nothing about this guy. All you've heard about him is that he has a terminal illness. And she's like, good. Good riddance to bad garbage.
He has the toupee with the
Like
the
a
wig is
fucker.
dirty.
He's a rich kid.
He has a wig at 30. Who gives a shit?
Didn't he wear a hat all the time? Did he have a wig?
He had really nice head of hair. Wouldn't surprise me if it was
okay.
it was a rug, I guess.
All right.
But like honestly, who cares? That definitely eliminates everything he's ever said.
I guess the only, like, if you don't admit it, like everyone thinks Howard Stern has a wig, which the older he gets, how could he not?
There's a picture of him with like, some weird hat on, and I have to assume it's to cover up that he has no hair on his head.
Yeah, I think that's where like a wig would be embarrassing. Like if you're like, what do you mean? What toupee? What are you talking about? Like that's where it would be. But if you're like Ted Danson and you're just like you take it off on television, you're like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Like that's the way to go, I think.
He had a comedy club in Chicago. He snorted it. He fucking, he's a drinking fucking idiot.
Okay.
And then when he realized he couldn't be a comic, he started going after comics. And he goes after people that are so much more successful. The only thing he's got is his parents are rich. That's it. He's just a little loser faggot.
What would you say about him, Joe, if he only went after unsuccessful comics?
That he's a pussy.
Like if he just spent his entire day, if he made his life dedicated to going after G.D. Fenderson's special, that only a real loser would do something like that.
Only dumbasses do that.
Like why are you wasting your time endlessly?
That's never been smacked in the mouth. Hey Joe, you're right over there?
Yeah, I'm
Mizzy,
good.
you want to get in and help me drive? I can't fucking drive this car. This car's like so hard for me to drive.
I offered your mother stage time, and she took it up. So when you have the balls,
he's talking to Redbar.
I love the way you said that because he actually is. Redbar doesn't exist in the conversation, but he is talking to Redbar.
I think Joey actually thinks he's watching.
Joey, is Redbar in the room right now with us? Describe how Redbar watching makes you feel, Joe.
listen, Ghostville, when you have the balls, show up to a show.
Yeah.
Come say hello, you little faggot.
That's right.
Come by.
The only slight way this could have given us more is if the guy goes, Redbar is watching, and Joey went, look behind him.
He jumps off camera. You see his hand grab his camera, and then it goes dark. He's out.
He draws the blind.
You just see the light of the moon on his face.
Knows what'll happen.
Come by, pal.
Because all these things are traceable, you little faggot.
Yeah.
We might not get it today,
We're a lot
but we'll get it in a
smarter
week.
than you. Yeah.
Like, so Joey Diaz just gets a knock on the door. Hi, you told me to stop by. I said Redbar is watching and then went about my business, but you told me to come to your house. You're going to beat that guy up? Like, for what?
Joey's going to put him in one of his jujitsu chokes.
Come to my home and fight me. He hasn't said anything. He said Redbar is watching. It's not.
Joey,
I was going to say it's a joke. It's not even that. It's a sentence.
He's like, Joey, huge fan. Thought you'd get a chuckle out of this. My bad.
That would have been great. Honestly, even if you are a troll and you hate Joey Diaz, that's the move.
Yeah.
Being like, hey, Joe, you misunderstood. I'm just a big fan. Sorry. And then he has to, after all this rant, faggot, cunt, blah, 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 then he has to go, my bad.
Whoops.
And Redbar, I hope you're recovering nicely. Cancer's a bitch. I hope you're dealing with everything okay.
Redbar's gonna start his portcast.
I think the tone would be slightly darker than Ron Bennington.
Redbar started making fun of everyone in the chairs beside him. That'd actually be pretty funny. Mean, but funny.
Yeah, it's sad. Anyways, you know, it's like, yeah, it's just sad.
I would never smack him. He's a loser. I would spit in his mouth.
It turned him on.
Open up. Open your mouth so I can get a good loogie in there.
Yeah, open up. I'm not hitting you.
That's such a funny distinction. I would never smack him. I would spit in his mouth. Like, what are these lines you're drawing?
Sitting on his couch playing video games.
But like, this is an unhinged man, which Joey Diaz retired. I think he's like coming back now. He's doing a residency at the mothership or something. Like for a time, I think he retired from comedy, and it seemed like he was at peace with his life
for like 5 years.
He gets one sentence on Twitch.
3 words.
Spirals like this.
And he wouldn't do anything. He'd just stand there with the spit dripping out of his mouth. I'm gonna dial 911. Well, there's no assault. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he knows this, but that would qualify as assault.
Right? Yeah.
That would be an assault.
Yeah, for spitting in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, you assaulted me.
Oh, he said things to me.
Oh, he scared me with words.
That's what you're doing.
There's been no less than like 23 threats in this so far.
This is what you're doing. You're fantasizing about spitting in his face and him calling the cops and the cops doing nothing about it. Like, you've built it into this fantasy role play. Redbar hasn't been online in years. Who's overreacting here, Joe?
There's a chance he's just laying in bed sick.
There's a chance he feels bad. It's possible. I don't think this is happening. It's possible Mike David is like, upon reflection, I was too hard on a lot of those guys.
except for Joe Matarese.
And then he turns on his computer and Joey Diaz is like, fuck his mother. I'd like to spit in his mouth.
Redbar was laying dormant for so long, then he just cracks his laptop open and sees Road Back to Philly and is like, what's this?
The world is on fire. What have I done?
I have to come back.
And for 2 weeks, he's been saying stuff like dumb shit, like a child.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
You're like, what are you, fucking retarded? I mean, what's the problem here?
Yep.
But that's the world we live in, guys. That they get behind the keyboard.
That's
and
these other people are so negative. It would be like Simpsons level comedy writing to go on a rant like this and be like, and that's the problem with the world. People are so negative. He just used every fucking slur in the book, Joe.
Well, they're just upset about their own life, like you said.
That's it. They got nothing going on. That's what's going on in their life. They shit on videos. They shit on people's stuff all day, and you're like, what is the sense of this? That energy is horrible.
No, it's horrible.
Not always, by the way.
That's where it just cut.
See, I think Twitch just cut it off.
It's because he's yelling all sorts of slurs and threatening
hey,
people.
YouTube, thanks for being cool about it. We're sorry. Don't take us down.
We're covering the news.
But they're like, oh, it's so negative. It's like, nah, people are having fun, And I think people that actually were angry, like there's channels where I am kind of, and I guess they are popular, so maybe Joey's right about it. But there are channels that I see that actually hate Tom or Bert or Joey or whoever, Tony, like that actually seem to hate those guys and be angry at their success. And it's like, yeah, that is kind of lame, I guess. The majority of the ones I see are having fun. They're goofing around, fucking around, making jokes at these guys' expense. And it, by the way, no different from any of them commenting on any other celebrity. You know, like whoever making fun of Kanye or whoever the fuck is in the news. Like, what's the difference? That's what you guys are now. You guys are
level of fame. That's the difference, and they don't think they are open for it.
Right. You guys are celebrities, and you've reached that level, but you've also reached a level where people can make fun of you for whatever they want, and it's usually some level of good natured. Like even if the people don't like you, it's not. They don't wish ill will on you. They don't want to come to your home and fight you. Like to get that angry about it is really nuts.
Crazy.
Particularly like if all that stuff just happened, like the way Redbar was going after some of these guys, if that happened yesterday and Joey overreacted like this, okay. People make mistakes. People are flawed. People make mistakes. This is like years after. When was Redbar going after Joey Diaz?
Like a decade ago, maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a long time. And look at how it's stuck in his craw. It's pretty crazy. So that was shout out to, like I said, American Redact for catching that and Germ for finding the full clip for me. Because it's a wild rant. And I would have sworn if Germ didn't send me the link, I would have said, oh no, they found a clip from 2016.
Yeah, and then you're like, the graphics on this game are quite good.
I would have been like, there's no way this happened last week.
We got some super chats.
Well, let's hear them for God's sake. Hear what the people want.
RD Legends presents $5. It's nice how Craig once asked a legal question, and ever since he's called a heartless monster every show.
It was a little more than asked.
It's just a question. Cardiff Electric, $2.79. I hope I wrapped up early enough for you, boss.
I don't know the reference.
I think his show ended right before we started.
Oh, thanks. I guess it's perfect. You can keep going if you'd like.
Box Eating Dad, $2. Getting boo food by Pat Dolan right now. Can't watch live.
Wait, say it again.
Getting boo food by Pat Dolan right now. Can't watch live. It's a VGS reference. Chris Primer, $5. Last time I heard Joey Diaz, he almost died in the middle of a podcast undergoing a bong head transplant.
Yeah, and by the way, Joey Diaz is like doses people with fucking weed and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, you're taking this moral high ground.
It's hockey. $2. Love Mike. Sorry about Electra Story War info.
I don't know specifically what that means, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Electra's having a tough time. I spoke to her the other day. She sounded better than I expected, actually. But I was very honest with her. I gave her my thoughts on a lot of the stuff going on, and I don't think she was handling it great, but I'm sure she's dealing with a lot, whatever, people overreact to stuff all the time. I've done it too. But yeah, I don't understand. Like, you're not going to change people's minds on you, I think that's the one thing people got to get. Like we just heard about Joey Diaz. It's like, you're not going to convince everyone you're the greatest. If they think you're goofable, they're going to goof on you. And it's not that big a deal at the end of the day. So hope she's all right. Hope she's doing all right. But yeah, I would advise, and I told her all of my advice. I would say take a break from all this stuff. But, to each their own, I suppose.
Take a break, a deep breath.
Yes.
And maybe if you come back, dip your toe in.
None of it's that serious. And by the way, if you take a break and come back, or even if you don't take a break and come back, like if you post a video tomorrow, people are going to make fun of it. So be aware of that. I think people think, like, because I haven't brought it up on Dabbleverse Live, people think I'm like, what, protecting her? Which doesn't really interest me. Like if I just stumbled up, if I didn't know who she was and just stumbled upon those clips organically, I don't think I would talk about them. If Carl wanted to talk, I don't think it interests Carl either, because he hasn't brought it up really. We talked about it like a month ago and then just kind of moved on. We talked about it on BTH as well. It doesn't really interest me as like a go-to topic every week. But I get why people would make fun of it. I told her that too. I get why, like, if you're putting out videos where it's like, fuck everyone and making songs about it and stuff, I get why people are I get why that's mockable.
You're opening yourself up to get attacked when you do that too, though. That's
Correct.
the thing.
Correct. But if you do anything online, people could take clips of this show and make fun of it. You can take a clip of this show, label it the worst thing you've ever seen in your life, and some people will agree and some people won't. It's not that big a deal at the end of the day. It might feel like it in the moment, but once you take a step back or look at other people, I said this to her as well. Like, if Joe Matarese watched this show, do you think he would think we got everything right? Like, you can't hold people to that standard. You're doing a comedy show, you're goofing on stuff. I'm sure Joe Matarese is a fine guy, but he's also goofable. You can make fun of the things he does online, and that's also okay.
That's the thing, though, with Joe Matarese is it's like we want him to succeed, I think, deep down.
I say that I'm a fan of all these people. Like, genuinely, there is no denying by any metric. I am a Brendan Schaub fan. I'm a Joe Matarese fan.
You own Schaub merch.
I'm in, maybe not Brendan Schaub, because Brendan Schaub has like an actual audience, but I'm in the top 0.5%, if not higher, of Joe Matarese consumers.
100%.
Like, I am in the upper echelon of viewers or listeners of that podcast.
There is no doubt about
so
that.
To deny I'm a fan would be silly. That's the other thing. Like, if people are watching your show, if they're getting something out of it, terrific. It might not be what you wanted. You can live with that, or you can be Joey Diaz that we just saw screaming obscenities and then getting thrown off Twitch.
John Meter Perel, $2.
Thank you, Meter.
Dale Arnold is watching.
No, all right, Craig, cut the stream. That's too much.
It'd been hilarious if I did, and that was the end of the show.
It's been a pleasure. I think I'll get out of here.
Chris Primer, $5. His podcast was awful during the pandemic, filled with loud bong hits, coughing, and chugging water bottles in front of the mic.
Yeah, I never consumed his podcast. I did watch a little bit. Probably, I guess, guest reliant. But like in 2018-ish. And like there's some rants that I liked listening to Joey Diaz go on. I would not consider myself a fan, but I didn't think he was terrible. But also, if you do think he's terrible, who gives a shit? The way, and I shouldn't say, I try not to judge it completely, because it's like we all overreact to stuff. If you get enough feedback online, we all have moments where we're overly sensitive or take something too seriously. But like, to make it your identity in that way, like, you got to take a step back and be like, all right, what am I doing?
Brando, member for 13 months. This is actually pretty funny. This is how Steve Robinson would react if someone mentioned the name Harlan Ackerson. Highly enjoyed the show on Friday. Felt like KMS was truly back.
Guy doesn't fucking exist. Yes, Friday was a lot of fun. I'm glad they asked me to come in. It was a good deal of fun.
Bobby Pockets, $19.99. Shout out Blind Mike and the boys. Can someone explain to me why the butterfly cries?
I don't know the reference. Why the
Me
butterfly
either.
cries.
Is that a riddle?
Interesting. I can't even think of what the pun would be. I'm trying to think of something, but I don't know, sir.
Lastly, it's hockey. $2. Tipper Gore is watching, Mike.
Oh, God. We're going to be censored.
Oh. Where to next?
You want to talk about Dan Soder?
Yes.
I found this kind of interesting. I think Dan Soder, he's got like 1 foot in. I think Dan Soder wants to be one of the voices of this comedy generation and wants to be like one of the gatekeepers, but he's not thrusting himself entirely in. Where he says stuff about like the Austin Crew and some of the political stuff and comedy and how Hollywood is deteriorated. Like, he even said, I forget. We do have the found. Like he says stuff where it's like kind of a ballsy take, but then I feel like there are also times where he steps back on that and like doesn't want to fully go in. So I kind of wish he would, because I do think he has an interesting perspective. I think he's right on a lot of stuff. And I think that's a voice that comedy needs right now that isn't it's not coming from a place of politics. I don't think Soder's particularly politically biased or even politically thoughtful. Like, I don't know if he pays attention to a lot of that stuff. I think he more comes at it from an aspect of pure comedy, the way like the Comedy Cellar guys did 20 years ago, like the Tough Crowd crew and Opie Anthony crew. I think that they were more focused on what was best for comedy. And I think Soder wants to be that guy, but is a little too timid to fully take on the role. So these clips, I think, like, I'm asking Dan Soder, just leap in, be that guy, because I do think comedy needs someone like that. And it can't be Mark Maron just bitching about who people voted for. It's got to be someone that like cares about the art form a little more. And I think Soder fits that.
This is him talking about Fallon.
Okay, yeah. So this is where Soder's not really afraid to say this kind of stuff, which I appreciate.
All our
or the
last
January 11th. Yeah.
I feel like that's all of our last late night sets. None of us have done. I haven't done it in seriously since 2013 or 14.
I mean, I'm not like bragging about this. I just said it as a matter of fact. I told Fallon I'm not interested.
Yeah.
They were like, "Are you going to do a Fallon?" I'm like, "He's corny."
Yeah.
Because I only wanted to do the late night shows of the guys I liked. You did Letterman. Letterman was the guy. Letterman was like the quintessential guy.
I wish there was more of that in a lot of the bitching about Rogan or whatever. And that's what I appreciated about John Marco Sorosy last week, is he flat out said to Jim Norton, Tony Hinchcliffe's special was bad. He's like, you got to watch it, Jim. It's embarrassing how bad it is. For whatever reason, other people approach it as, like, let me go after their I don't like who they voted for.
Yeah.
Or who I'm pretty sure they voted for. Like, they go at it from that angle where it's like, no. Think about it from a comedy perspective. Like, if you want to say this stuff is bad for comedy or it's against what what you thought their podcast was. Like, even with Rogan, it shouldn't be the angle of like, oh, they're promoting a politician. Fucking Carson had Reagan on. Arsenio had Clinton on. Like, that's happened for decades that you have politicians on and it can be kind of a softball interview. The angle to approach Rogan from is he's a guy whose podcast was based around exposing conspiracies. He had a guy who was in the White House on and didn't attempt to expose any conspiracies. Like, that makes more sense to me than being like, I don't like who he voted for. So I like a guy like Soder kind of trying to call that stuff out. I think he questions the Austin comedy scene. Him and Stavros are two guys that do question that stuff. I just wish they would have those conversations more with that group of comedians because they are friendly with them also. So I think they could have those conversations in a way that made sense and actually was beneficial to comedy, and you got more art out of it.
Next, we have the industry.
Yeah, so this is a little more about that, and then just how the industry is changing, and I don't think comedians take advantage of this. And Soder, I've said, is kind of guilty, which is why I was glad he was talking like this. Soder and Stav, and my boy Joe List, are some of the most guilty parties of this. And I mentioned it a lot, that I've always hated these guys that are on podcasts and make a living podcasting. And while they're sitting on a podcast, talking to a microphone, podcasting, they go, oh, fuck, podcasts are so fucking lame, man. I hate podcasts. It's ruining my life. I wish we were making something. And it's like, well, go make something.
No kidding.
Take the money you're making, give us a good podcast, take that money and create something. And to Stavros' credit, he did. He made a movie. And now he's been acting more. Like, so they are starting to do it. And I was glad to hear Dan say, because Dan left the bonfire and said he wanted to write more, and then nothing really happened. Like, these cartoons kind of got stalled out. So I was happy to hear him talk like this, where it's like, okay, finally, you did all this bitching about podcasting. Now maybe you guys are going to start making stuff.
Up when there was an industry. We came up when there was this Comedy Central South Beach Comedy Festival.
Sure.
We came up when there was doing Letterman or Conan or Colbert. Like, you would want to do those. I think what that is we also exist in a world now where there is no industry. Right. So there is no making it. Right. There isn't going to be a guy that sees you do a set at the Cellar and go, I want to make a TV show with you. Right. Right? There's no, like, none of that 80s shit that used to happen. So I think what it is now, especially for young comics watching this, it's all DIY. It's this. It's get a Vito. It's get 3 cameras. Yeah. It's come up with the concept of popping your trunk and hanging out with comics in the city. Right. It's do a YouTube special. Do a fucking, do a special where you own it, you clip it, you own everything. Right. No one controls it. Because then what it is it's your money. Right. Now when you make money, you're not beholden to a bar stool. You're not beholden to a Comedy Central. You're not beholden to like and by the way, that also goes with individuals. Because like I've been lucky that I don't owe a bigger guy my career.
Right.
My career is just my career.
Well, I was gonna say
it's weird, and I think he makes a good point that it's weird that like Schultz, who was very innovative and kind of paved the way and showed a lot of guys how to navigate social media and get their content out there to promote themselves and get a lot of eyes on their specials. And then when Netflix offered him money, he was like, "You got it, I'm in." Like he went right to Netflix and right to streaming services to put his specials on. And it's like, well, no, you guys were paving the way, but it's a little Howard Sternish to a degree, where like this guy that always bitched about the industry and Hollywood and appeared to be this outsider, what he actually desperately wanted was to be inside. So all these people that like thought it was lame how the industry worked, the second they were accepted by it, kind of flood to it. So I like that. I almost am glad that Soder, like he's going to mention his cartoon that got like picked up by Fox and then dropped. I'm almost glad that he might be being forced to do something outside of that, because for whatever reason, these guys all built these audiences, and you're starting to see people do it finally. Like, whatever you think of it, Santino and Bobby made this bad game show that they're promoting now. Bad game show is the name of it. It's not my commentary on it. But like they made a thing that they put time into and are just doing it themselves. Basically, they didn't wait for Fox or NBC or like this essentially archaic way of doing it. They paved the way to show everyone how to do it, and then no one really took advantage of it. So you're starting to see that now. Really, the only guy who's done it successfully so far is Shane, where he was just like, I'm just going to make a sketch show and a sitcom on my own, and maybe people will buy it. And it's started to pay off. So like Tires is now the only good sitcom that exists, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What's the second best sitcom right now?
Season 3 coming up in a few weeks too.
That's right.
And Dan Soder finally made it into the show.
He's in season 3. He didn't mention that in this. Yes.
Yeah.
But he mentions Nate and Shane in a minute too. But
this is funding.
Oh yeah. So let's hear about this, and then it leads to our next clip.
People are making their own shit. That's what Backrooms is. That's what Obsession is.
Yeah.
It's like people make their own shit.
Do you have a desire to do that? Like make your own movie? Or you like just...
I'm going to make my own cartoon. I'm going to make my own like...
With your own money. You'll put that up.
I'll tour extra.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like I'll just go tour.
Yeah.
I'll go 2 extra weeks on the road, and that's funding for
that.
For half an episode or whatever.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bitching done. So I was glad to hear Dan say that. There's been a lot of bitching done. And Stav's the perfect example, where Stav was making boatloads of money and was like, I fucking hate podcasting. It's so lame that we have to podcast.
Well, at least he quit.
Take all the money. Well, no, he still podcasts.
Actually, that's true. He just didn't like who he was doing it with.
He's got a very successful podcast.
That's right. That's right.
And on that, he'll still from time to time say, it's so gay that we podcast. I hate it so much. But it's like, well, actually put work into it, make it something unique, and then use that money that you're making to make stuff you think is better. And then eventually you can quit podcasting. So like I'm glad it seems like maybe people are starting to do that rather than just whining about it. And I hope that continues, because it is that Tony Hinchcliffe special really opened my eyes to something where you have all these guys making money. And this is what Maron's right about, by the way. It's something Maron has bitched about constantly, but I do think Maron's also guilty of it to a degree. Where he's like podcasting has led to this lack of like actual art production, where it's like comedians have gotten very lazy because they can just go on the podcast and shoot the shit, and some of them are very talented at it, and you want to just hear conversations with them. It's not necessarily art, unless you do it the way like Rick Glassman does it, or like some other people. But more often than not, it's just like regular conversations, which are also fine and interesting and have their place, but it's not the fulfilling thing that you got into comedy for. But they rest on their laurels. They get very lazy and don't do anything with it. So it's taken forever. Like Tony Hinchcliffe has this pile of money now and is so incredibly successful. and then instead of like making something cool, just stood up and was like, "Yeah, what do you do? Is your boyfriend? It's your brother?" It's like, that's what you've done with your success. That's what this is all led to, is just some shitty crowd work special.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, brutal.
I wanted to, and then I heard everyone's reaction to it, and I was like, well,
it's terrible. It's like it's not even bad in a fun way. It just sucks.
But here he is talking about Nate and Shane.
This I thought was a mistake, actually. As much as I liked listening to Soder talk about the industry, and if you're interested in this comic, go to Chris DiStefano's podcast, Chrissy Chaos, because they talk a little more about it. But this, I think he could have probably done both here. I think he could have taken this money and also learned how to make a cartoon. But I found this interesting that he said he turned this down.
Because that's what I'm doing with my animated show, which Fox.
Yeah, you don't know how to do that shit.
But now I'm learning. Now I'm learning. Now I'm working with
Fox passed.
Yeah. Well, they bought it.
Yeah.
And then they passed on it going to a pilot, and I went, well, I'll fucking make it.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's funny is you got people that we know, like Nate and Shane, that go like, well, do you want me to fund a pilot? And you go, no, let me learn how to make it, because that's the important part.
That's the important
part.
I
want to learn how to make 6-minute episodes.
Here's where I think Soder made a mistake. That would have gotten picked up by everybody.
Anyone.
I literally think like all the major networks would have been like, we'll share it. If it's created by Nate Bargatze and Shane Gillis, the two biggest comedians, like it's kind of crazy to say, because I don't think any people really think of it this way. It's like in the 90s if it was like created by Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like those are the two guys right now. And Dan's like, nah, I'd rather learn how to do it myself. It's like, learn how to do it and take the money, dickhead.
Pay people to show you how to do it while they're creating it.
Take their money and say, stay out of it. I think they would have. I think both those guys would have.
Yeah.
I don't really understand. Well, go back a little bit, because maybe he'll make me understand, but I don't really understand why he turned that money down.
And then they passed on it going to a pilot, and I went, well, I'll fucking make it.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's funny is you got people that we know, like Nate and Shane, that go like, well, do you want me to fund a pilot? And you go, no, let me learn how to make it, because that's the important part.
That's the important
part.
I
want to learn how to make 6-minute episodes, and then I can just make it. And then I'll just put it on my YouTube.
That's it, I know.
And by the way, it's like, I got a character I need, I can call you and be like, yo, will you come and voice over a character
it's a very
for
$500? It's a very peer-driven business now, like Segura.
Yeah, so I don't quite understand the logic. I like that he's doing it himself and learning, like figuring out how to make that and trying to do it outside the industry. I just don't think you would have gotten bogged down with notes from Nate and Shane. I think they would have been like, do whatever.
Hey, we trust you.
Here's $1 million.
Yeah. I just, put our names as executive producers to help sell it.
Right. And I'm sure agents would get involved and they'd want some percentage if it gets picked up or whatever. I would think that's fine.
Right.
Like of all the people that have been successful in comedy, it seems like those two are the least shady to get into bed with.
Oh, 100%.
Like it seems like they have helped out their friends. They don't really want anything in return. Like if you look at the cast, every episode of Tires, it's just fucking Shane's boy, fucking Tim Butterly, Mike Rainey, like all those guys have been in episodes. H. Foley is the villain last season.
Yeah, and then they'll have like awesome cameos like Vince Vaughn.
Right. Like Ron White was very funny in an episode. Yeah. Big J.
He's the NASCAR racer.
Yeah. They've just helped out like their boys basically. And like every special that Nate has funded are just like his friends from coming up in comedy. So I don't really understand why he turned down that money, but Soder does have like a bitterness to him that I appreciate more than when we hear Mark Maron do that. Because Maron's feels like it comes from a place of jealousy, where Soder's feels like it comes from a place of wanting to be creative and respecting comedy.
The difference is, if it was Maron, he'd been like, yeah, Fox sucks, and then just sat there. Soder was like, Fox bought it, they didn't take it, that sucks, I'm just going to do it.
This is a good thing for me. Yeah. Like he sees the advantage. So hopefully something comes out of this, because I do feel like we are in a period of stagnation with comedy. Where I've even, as my plan this year was to try and watch every comedy special that came out and review it. I was influenced by Chris Clemmer. It was called At a Stage Near Me. I was gonna call it.
Good.
No, but I wanted to watch as many specials as I could and try to review them. And then pretty early on, I was like, these are all a lot of these fucking suck.
That and it's also, how many come out now though? You're talking about like YouTube everywhere?
Yeah, like too many. Way too many.
That would have been
so yeah, I do think we're in a period where people have gotten complacent and there's not a lot of like there are some specials that are really good. Like Dan Mintz put out one that's really unique and funny. But they're fewer and further between, it feels like. So I like hearing guys like Soder talk like that because hopefully it leads to something.
Buck Naked, member for 6 months, really digging the show. Deep dove into your Alec Baldwin stuff and recommend for people to join and check it out. Seriously funny commentary, fellas.
Thank you, buddy. That's very kind. Yeah, some of our lesser popular videos, but there is an Alec Baldwin playlist, so you very likely may not have seen it. But I'd go check it out because on this channel there is an Alec Baldwin playlist. All or most of our videos covering Alec Baldwin, and it's been a fun ride. I think like those videos, Alec Baldwin, Coach HP, and Richard Ojeda, not the most popular things we talk about, but probably my favorites that we've ever discussed on this show.
Ojeda is my favorite by far, especially when he was like right in the height of him.
Peak Ojeda was great.
It was unbelievable.
The Doc Stallings segment, Richard Ojeda and Doc Stallings taking on Congress. One of my favorite things we've ever done.
Yeah, me too. The tag team match, but like, there's also like with Coach HP, there's nothing better than, do you have a question for me?
Or like interviewing the Joe Rogan's table maker. Honestly, the first time we found Coach HP, when he was weeping because of how proud he was of Brendan Schaub. Oh, and I guess we don't have a playlist for this one, but Boogie I thought of the other day.
Boogie was the best.
I want to see if he's done anything. I don't think he has. I think he even deleted his Dan Schneider interview. I couldn't find it.
Oh, that's weird that he got shit for that.
Yeah.
Bobby Pockets, $4.99. Soder is just a little boy who likes smoking cigarettes and playing action figures. It's guys. He can't be a top 250 comic assassin like Schultz or Hinchcliffe.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I think those guys all get lumped in together. I think there's degrees. Like, I think Schultz is funnier than Tony. Let me rephrase. I think Schultz is a better stand-up and Tony's a better podcast. Like, I think there's levels of all those guys.
Schultz is a pretty good podcaster, though. I think Tony's podcast is better if you count Kill Tony.
Maybe that's what I mean. Yeah, because Tony on other podcasts I couldn't really give a shit about. Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
And I would say, like, Kill Tony's not a podcast to me. It's like a show.
TV show, yeah. And people that get mad at Kill Tony, it's like, oh, it's the death of comedy. It's like, I don't know, was American Idol the death of music?
Right.
That's all it is. It's just American Idol.
That's exactly right. Where would you like to move to next?
What do we have left? I forget. Let's talk about Tom Segura. This is we're going back in time a little here, but I thought about this because Andrew Tate was in the news. And I mentioned this to you a couple weeks ago, Craig. I said, you forget Tom Segura was like the original Andrew Tate guy.
I know.
You forget that. And I wanted to take a look back because you see a lot of these older Your Mom's House clips now getting picked apart. And I wanted to go back and see what Tom Segura's relationship was with Andrew Tate, because this was early on where they were calling him. I don't know a lot of the lore of Andrew Tate. They were in this episode. They were calling him Cobra Tate. Was he was he a character originally, Andrew Tate?
No, I believe that was his name when he was a fighter.
Okay, all right.
I believe.
Yeah. So he never presented this image as like a character or anything. This was always him.
I believe so.
Okay. So they have him on the podcast, and it seemed like back then, Your Mom's House, and definitely Christina, it seems like they were goofing on him. Like, it seems like they were fucking around. And what I found interesting going back to this episode was, this is from December of 2021. So almost 5 years ago. What's interesting is, like, it's got all the makings of what Tom Segura became. They are joking. I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at how serious. Like, Tom is joking in the clips, but you see an inkling of like, this is what his life is about to be for the next 5 years. So again, we don't know anything about the divorce. They haven't come out and talked about it yet. I assume they will soon.
You have to assume they're doing a joint episode. They like almost have to.
I would think, based on the timeline, I would think that episode would be this week or next week. But I don't know. Maybe they'll just keep ignoring it. I have no idea. But it is interesting to look back and see like what Tom used to be and what Tom currently is, and where that may have started. Andrew Tate may have been the start of the downfall of Tom Segura. So let's see some of these from Your Mom's House of yesteryear.
Come out with a banger of a guest. So we are very, very happy to welcome to the new Studio Jeans right here in Austin, Texas, the great Cobra Tate.
Oh my God.
Cobra Tate's here, everybody.
I don't understand why everyone.
I'm the first guest of the new studio. You know I like 2 coffees. I'm sitting here with one.
That's fucked up, man.
But we did get you sparkling water.
Yeah, we didn't get you poor people water.
Okay, all right. You know, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But it's been a long flight.
Starting, he kind of wants to impress Andrew Tate. Like when you hear that at the time, you're like, Tom, play it into his hand. I see what you're doing.
I think this started off as like, this is one of the guys they used to make fun of their clips, and then they had him in, and then Tom was like, he's actually pretty sick.
Tom kind of became him. Like, yeah, that is Tom Segura in a nutshell, where this podcast was making fun of all these weird characters. And I think Tom started to become one, like this mockable guy who, you know, does these serious restaurant and watch videos. And by the way, Mark Norman got a free watch from Teddy Baldessari. I heard him shout him out the other day. I suspect if you watch Mark Norman's video, Mark is not going to talk seriously about timepieces like Tom did.
I think he will.
He's
What
gonna.
if he does?
I think he's gonna fart on the guy and make some puns.
Hey, you got me a gift. Yay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, guys, get the fuck on it.
Unprompted, you dicks.
Yeah.
Clean
up.
But you know, I say these things and people really genuinely think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean everything I say.
That's what I love about you, is that you really are just not.
Christina laughs, and it's like, how ridiculous.
I like to imagine that Tom's got like the Andrew Tate Bible on his fucking desk.
Tom, like a cartoon, Tom has hearts replace his eyes. That's what I love about you, man.
Not afraid to say.
He's a maverick.
Yeah.
I'm a maverick. Yeah, that's exactly what I am. I'm hard to kill.
Yeah.
Like Steven Seagal.
I think Tom's falling in love with this guy. And it's just funny how like history played out, because I think now even like, well, we'll see a clip in a minute, but I think even most like of those manosphere, whatever the fuck, like Andrew Tate guys, I think even they've jumped ship on him now. Like,
100%. Yeah.
Everyone realizes he's a loser.
They've all moved on to clavicular or whatever his name is.
Clavicular.
Yeah.
As their looks maxing.
Yes.
But yeah, like Tom Segura there's love in his eyes here.
Oh yeah. He's definitely got the cartoon hearts surrounding his head.
Christina, stop embarrassing me. Don't laugh at the gentleman.
Please don't pay attention to him.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
I'm going to let her sleep outside for this.
Cobra, I'm sorry.
I don't think most women understand what men are looking for in general from life.
Okay.
And it is not just relationships, it's in general from life. I think, and when I say think, I mean I know, that men are biologically designed, we're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. That's what we want. Men talk about wanting money. You don't want money, you want power. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car, you don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. If everyone had a Lambo.
Gang, let's get together. Put your thinking caps on here.
If Tom's Instagram was a podcast.
If you could find me, I challenge you. Guys in the comments, sound off. I challenge you to find one person in, let's say, the industry of comedy and podcasting. Find a person that this perfectly defines. I dare you. Let me hear that again.
I don't think most women understand what men are looking for in general from life.
Okay.
And it is not just relationships, it's in general from life. I think, and when I say think, I mean I know, that men are biologically designed, we're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. That's what we want. Men talk about wanting money. You don't want money, you want power. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car. You don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. Right. If everyone had a Lambo,
your mother's foreign and your father worked for Merrill Lynch. You're a comedian, but you really wanted to be an actor.
I wish you could see Tom just go, right.
This is where he's like it feels like the moment. I always heard people reference like, oh, and I kind of thought it was overblown because I don't know if I ever watched this episode at the time. Because I was never a big Andrew Tate guy, really. But you've heard people say, like, oh, like once he started adopting Andrew Tate's methods, you could kind of see the decline. And going back and watching it, it is true where Tom is like, I do want status.
Yeah.
I do want everyone to think I'm cool rather than funny.
Do you think he has a brothel of underage women in the UK right now?
I'm surprised he didn't show up to the protest that we're going to see later.
It's his restaurant.
What's happening in the basement?
Lambo, you wouldn't want a Lambo.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we want status. So every single thing we do is status driven to some degree.
It's true.
Meaning the female we are with has to add status to our lives in some form. That's why we like beautiful women, right?
Right.
But a beautiful woman who doesn't behave and doesn't obey isn't really much status.
Do you think I try never to be this guy, as you know, Craig? I try not to be the guy that picks apart every noise and is like, this is what they actually mean. You can hear in Christina's voice. But it does feel like Christina is clearly mocking him, right?
She is. Tom's falling in love.
She's mocking him, and Tom is like, Christina, don't embarrass me in front of my cool friend.
Christina, you're ruining my status.
Go outside. Andrew, I'm sorry about her.
So when we're looking for status, we want a beautiful woman who is compliant because it's unique and it's scarcity that provides value. Right. So if you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men? You know what? If I were to just make him 2 coffees and shut the fuck up, he's going to look like the big G.
He's getting pissed at Christina for the 1 coffee. That's all this is.
There's like a successful woman on the podcast going, right. But I don't think Tom, see, in hindsight, like I always thought he did. I thought he was in on the joke. I don't know if Tom saw the irony in that moment, or if he did, he abandoned that. Like, I do think he became a guy that's like, I want status. I want to show everyone how cool I am. I wear status on my wrist. I buy status so I can eat at the establishment.
All this kind of stuff does, though, is just show you that Christina is your mom's house.
Yes.
She's still doing it, and Tom's like getting real serious.
I was saying that where I think Carl brought this up one week where he was like, do you think they'll just end your mom's house? Like he was saying like views are down in your mom's house. So he was like, would it be good for them just to start over? Like Christina does her own podcast. They can rebrand it, whatever. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe because that podcast is Tom and Christina. But I do think what like speculating on the divorce has done is reinstill people like, oh, well, Christina, whatever you think about Christina, she's herself. Like she was she was the fuel of that podcast. Those were her real interests, where Tom was, I guess, faking it. But you know what I mean? Either he was faking it then or faking it now, or he just changed really drastically, really quick.
I honestly think that
he changed very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think overnight, like look at this episode. He just overnight was like, I'm going to be that.
I think ultimately, I probably think you're right. But what I found interesting about Tom, because I never knew this until a few years ago. I remember him saying on a podcast. He was like, I never wanted to be a comedian. I wanted to be an actor. And I just settled for comedy because like I fell into it. And I was hoping like one day I could be an actor. And I was like, oh, so maybe like none of this is who he is, you know? Like maybe he was always kind of playing a character.
I think the truest version, you know, that Netflix special that blew him up?
Completely Normal, I think.
Yeah. I think that's him.
Right. And that was a great special.
It was.
Yeah.
But then, you know, this kind of shit seeps into his.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm probably not giving enough credit is like how much money changes you. Like when you're playing arenas and you can afford all the shit that Andrew is explaining to him gives you status.
Well, like it doesn't change everybody, though. If you look at like Chappelle or Rogan or Shane, like I don't think it's changed them.
Shane in particular.
I think Rogan's been the same.
It doesn't seem like he has changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rogan's changed in the sense that like he's legitimately friends with billionaires when like early in his podcast, it was always like, don't trust these people.
That's true.
And now he's having them over for dinner, you know?
That's true. But like, I think, you know, what he says and does hasn't changed. Maybe the people he hangs out with has.
Right. Yeah. His personality hasn't wholly. You're not like, oh my god, this is a totally different guy. You can pick apart things he says and be like, this is inconsistent. But Tom's a totally different guy. Tom is, and I said this, I think, whenever we talked about it last. It is Howard Stern syndrome.
Yes,
Jimmy Kimmel syndrome, where this is a guy who changed who he was to be accepted by the industry, and I don't think Christina did that. Now, by the way, before we keep going, people have thrown this theory out about their divorce. And it would fit what they've done, like things they've done in the past.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
That it's like a hoax.
Yeah.
That like the story got out there, or they planted it, or they're just going along with it. And like they're not really getting divorced. And I guess the idea of that would be like, oh, there's egg on our face for commenting on it. I think everything we're saying holds true.
I think if they did that, that would be like the final straw for them.
I'd be like, oh God, why? Why did they go along with? Which, by the way, they haven't gone along with it.
No,
they just haven't said anything about it.
Christina's kind of has at shows, but
that's where I was like, I don't think it's a hoax, because why would Christina talk about it on stage where they're locking up phones? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless the bit is like, hey guys, go post on Reddit that me and Tom are getting divorced, even though we're not.
There's not enough trust for that to go off flawlessly.
Right. Like, but again, then I don't get this world we live in where it's like, hey, you know how we said we were getting divorced? We're actually not. Got you. It's like, okay.
Wow.
But the point I'm making is I don't really see how that changes anything. Like, Tom's a totally different guy, and Christina would probably be better off. Christina is the real one of that couple, you know? Like, hey, if they're not getting divorced, I'm glad they're happy and their kids will be raised in a multi-parent home. Good for them.
I would say she hasn't changed at all, except that like you can see where she semi gets frustrated with Tom sometimes. I would say it's just,
but that's even more. That's just being with someone for 20 years, you know?
Yeah, I know, but it's also like he changed a lot, and she was probably, what the fuck is this thing next to me?
Yeah. Well, that Al Franken clip, and a lot of people commented, they're like, oh, that was an inside joke, the Al Franken clip.
Yeah.
But like, there's truth in the discussion they're having.
For sure.
Where she's like, I mean, I'm not going to talk about it on air, but off air, yeah, it's very difficult. Like, those are real things going on with them, and that's what like a lot of married couples deal with. But Tom's answer to it was like creating more shows, being away more. You know, like it does seem like he's more dedicated to being famous and cool than anything else.
Someone in the chat says, imagine faking a divorce, and then everyone around you goes, yeah, that makes sense.
Like, legitimately, everyone has been like, oh yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah, I guess and that would be just mean to Christina, because everyone's been like, oh, he's probably gonna get with a younger, hotter girl.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone on Tom's side of this publicly.
No, everyone's been like, yeah, well, Christina seems cool, so good for her, I guess.
Yeah, but I would say she's either the best actress I've ever seen in my life, or that TikTok video we played a couple weeks ago was just like the tell.
Yeah, well, yeah. Were they planting that ahead of time? And why would all the podcasts be solo, like one or the other? You know?
Yeah.
And he's going to be in love with me. That's what you have to do as a woman.
Well, let me just stop you real quick and say something.
Yeah, she's still calling him Cobra, and Tom's like, Andrew, let me ask you something.
Mr. Tate. Sorry about the dumb bitch here.
You've got a lot of work to do.
Me?
Yeah.
I brought you 2 coffees this morning because you were coming in, and I said, Tommy, here's your 2 coffees. I did.
I'm just saying, he made a lot of sense. And just,
what are you fucking?
I'm just saying, keep taking notes. Don't even talk to me. Keep taking notes.
It's also funny to play along with this guy. Like, I kind of thought the bit was, we're mocking Andrew Tate.
That's what it was supposed to be.
I thought that's what it was supposed to be. I think that's what Christina thinks it is. I think the producers that are laughing, it seems like they think it's what it is. But then like Tom subscribed to a lot of Andrew Tate's beliefs.
He sure has a lot of watches and Lambos since this podcast.
Find advice that Andrew Tate gives here that Tom hasn't fully leaped into.
The last from this clip of this podcast is submissive.
Yeah, okay. So maybe and this is the opposite of who Christina is. So it's interesting to hear him describe this type of woman.
How can she add, and also too, I worry if I am too submissive, will he not respect me?
Nah, no. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Get rid of that stupid shit.
That won't respect me crap. That's not real.
Is that real? Really?
You know what? So many women say to me, you're so...
This is what I think this is... That's fun. If Tom's mocking this guy, that's funny.
Yes.
Like when we all thought Tom was making fun of this guy. That's bullshit, Christina. Get back in the kitchen, you dumb bitch.
Turns out.
Submit to me. But then, like, the more you watch Tom, you're like, no, I think he's kind of like Andrew Tate.
He mainlined this guy.
I think he kind of really admires this guy.
No. Get rid of that.
Get rid
of that.
Get rid of that stupid shit.
That won't respect me crap. That's not real.
Is that real? Really?
You know what? So many women say to me, you're so, Andrew, you know what? You're so rich, but you're smart and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, I wish to God you were a robot. You better shut the fuck up. We talk about star signs? Oh, yeah, I'm so glad. Tell me more about by Sagittarius rising, you idiot. I don't give a fuck. Give me a robot. All men want robots. That's all we want. Yeah. 4 wives, robots, inshallah. Put the Burke on.
Yep.
What are you talking about? We don't care. 2 coffees. Yeah. That's it. It's nice and easy. There's no such thing as too submissive. There's no such thing. I'm never going to look at a beautiful woman who does everything I say and go, you know what? You do too much of what I say. I want to go get some disagreeable bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
On what planet?
But Cobra, let me tell you what you're saying.
That's pretty funny.
Stop interrupting Mr. Tate, Christina.
He just backhands her.
Andrew. And now, Andrew, tell me more about this business venture in Europe you want me to invest in.
If there's truth to it, and judging by my husband's reaction, listen, we've had world famous comedians sit across from him. He's never spit coffee out of his nose like he just did for you.
It's because it's like, you know what it is? Sometimes you see these videos of these guys that are lost.
That was Christina going, remember, Tom, this is a bit.
And even this, I don't think we've seen Tom like have fun with something like that because he's become so serious.
Lost, and then they walk into a church, and then the preacher says like the exact right thing from the Bible, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, this is what I needed." I feel the same way right now. I feel like
I love to hear that, friend. I love to hear that.
Good.
Thank you.
Really good to have you here. And
What is happening?
speaking. If I could be, I don't know, to borrow from them, I think you're kind of speaking the gospel right now.
Well, the truth is, you know what's crazy about all of this? Because when people attack my views, what they don't understand is that the relationships I'm describing are not just perfect for the man. Women are absolutely happy serving a man they respect. Women are absolutely happy saying, you know what? I know I have the best man on the planet, and I know I make him happy. Women are happy with that.
Yeah, that's true.
They're far more happy with that than they are working some fucking career.
Yeah.
Some garbage. Oh, I have thoughts and opinions. And
his business partner who's sitting next to him.
And remember, Christina's career taking a back seat comes up later on.
Like, Christina is definitely an equal partner in this podcast. Like, absolutely an equal contributor. It's not, Your Mom's House was not like Tom's podcast that his wife happened to be on, you know?
Right.
Like, she was definitely an equal part of that show, like had her own career. It wasn't like she was lifted up by Tom. They were nobodies at the same time and kind of started to get big together. I mean, Tom exploded more than Christina, obviously, and his comedy special took off more than any type of stand-up she ever did. But like, as far as that podcast goes, like they were equal in that. And it's very funny to hear, like, they're clearly goofing on him because they are such the opposite of what Andrew is saying. But Tom got sucked into being a fan of Andrew Tate. And then when you look at what Andrew Tate has become, it's just so funny that Tom, who was successful, like followed this way of life.
I like to think that Tom sees Dan Bilzerian and is like, yeah, I want that.
That show was goofing on these guys. It was not out of character for them to be making fun of someone like Andrew Tate or Dan Bilzerian. And Tom is one of those guys now. Like, if Tom were to goof on Dan Bilzerian now, it would kind of be like, So what was the joke when you were like, "Hey, I got Bert a cooler birthday present than he got me"? Nice. You got him a nicer car than he bought you. That's good comedy.
Job.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Have kids,
dumb
sit
bitch.
at home, be quiet, make coffee.
Yeah.
And it makes everybody happier in the long run. It's good for everyone. I don't know how this is.
They were so clearly mocking him. And then it just like Tom's life became, it was laid out. And like I'm saying, Tom was in on the joke at the time, or so we thought.
I don't think so.
But his life became everything Andrew Tate was laying out. It's very funny.
It sure did. The poor lady that's going to be with Tom.
It will be what Andrew just described.
I said 2 coffees. Next, we have current Tate.
Okay, yeah. So Too Lazy to Try. What inspired me to go back into the archives is Too Lazy to Try put out a video about Andrew Tate. And like I said, I don't know all the Andrew Tate lore. I've followed it from a distance, and we've talked about Andrew a couple times, where it seems like he's spiraling and even abandoned like a lot of those philosophies. Like he used to preach, like, be responsible for your own actions and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And then we saw him lose that fight, and he was like, "It was rigged. Everyone was against me. There was no way I could win." Like it was just a groveling loser way to handle it. And boy, it's been quite a drastic fall, because Andrew Tate was head of the manosphere. Remember? And he really was, like, I don't know what kind of money he made or anything, but he was like the go-to reference for that type of guy. Like whatever that was, when that started blowing up, like, keep your women in line, that type of bullshit. Like he was the go-to reference for that. And let's get a feel for how far that has fallen.
And I know he's like in the UK jails right now, and I don't think it's come out exactly what he's being charged with.
Him and his brother, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look that up. Actually, let's get the actual what he's being charged with.
Because I remember before it was something to do with potential prostitution, but they got off.
Right.
And then with the UK, it could be over a tweet. Who fucking knows?
Craig rushing to defend this man.
They face a total of 59 criminal charges in the UK, including rape, human trafficking, and child pornography offenses.
So not tweets? Or you want to stand by?
Not tweets. I was making a UK joke, but that's pretty brutal.
You want to stand by? They probably did nothing.
He's the best guy around.
He's probably one of those English. What did he jaywalk?
What murder?
So Craig says, great guy. I look at the charges and say they are horrible crimes. And if he's guilty, he should serve a long time in prison, if not the rest of his life.
59. It's kind of like the Cosby argument, where it's like some of those got to be true.
Okay, let's say 10 are true.
That's what I mean.
No, but Craig says nothing to see here. Craig should have been one of these guys. He should have been interviewed for this clip.
I don't have enough timepieces.
He does love a protest, though.
Yeah, current Tate.
So the horseshoe theory's in effect. I mean, at this point, Andrew might have a better chance of getting far leftists protesting for him than the manosphere audience. Like, he could only get one guy with a sign to show up, and then he tweeted, or someone tweeted for him, thanks to all the people holding signs outside the jail. Then Community Notes corrected him and said there's only one person outside the jail with a sign.
That's awful.
Wait, it's bad when Community Notes is trolling you. Like, the community note is meaner than any reply that tweet could have gotten. Actually, it's one loser outside.
It's Tom.
One, by the way, one is way worse than zero.
Oh, yeah.
Zero is like, you don't even notice it. You don't think about it. One is so glaring that one guy couldn't even find a friend to show up with him.
So he's just getting humiliated. I mean, this is hard to watch. But to be fair, that one guy who was out there, he was there for the right reasons. He wasn't just a clout chaser. He said the only thing he cared about is comforting Andrew and Tristan. So this is a true tater
I like-
tot. He just
Two
wants.
Ways to Try is very even keeled. I like when you can hear a slight tickle in his voice.
A little, you can tell he's smiling while saying it.
He was giddy when he read that.
The Tate's eyes on him in his sign.
All right, everybody. So I'm joined here today with the lone protester who's been standing outside of Andrew and Tristan Tate's jail all by himself. Brother, I want to ask you, what brings you out here to stand all alone for the Tates?
It's entirely, they've been there for us. Now we can be there for them.
They've been there for us.
This is just a guy, like, Andrew Tate is just a guy that says, like, keep your bitches in line. And it's like, man, he's like a brother to me.
I like to imagine some guys eating dinner with his wife. And in his head, he's like, man, this is a little overcooked. And then Andrew Tate pops up on his shoulder. And he's like, throw the fucking thing against the wall.
Brother, if you're ever on trial for rape, I'll be there with a sign. I'll be there telling people you might as well have tweeted and then you'd get the same sentence.
It's true.
I don't care about anything else other than those two sets of eyes up there seeing me, looking down, and knowing that there is at least one person out here that's saying, I got you. They're trying to break them. That's all they're trying to do.
It's hilarious knowing that they're in there for rape and prostitution and child pornography. And this guy's like, they're the best.
I like to think he's looking down, smiling at us. And by the way, I'm never this guy. It's weird that this even crept into my vocabulary. How tremendously gay is what this guy just said.
What do you mean you're not that guy?
I'm not one of these very good show boys that just calls things gay for sport. I reserve it for when it's necessary. And what we're listening to might be the gayest thing that's... Let me hear that again.
It's quite necessary kind of often.
Than those two sets of eyes up there seeing me, looking down, and knowing that there is at least one person out here that's saying, I got you. They're trying to break them. That's all they're trying to do right now.
Wait, I got you in what way? Like they're still going to go to jail, right?
Yeah, but you're pretty sick, Andrew.
Well, boy, the life sentence I served was a little quicker knowing one guy was out there with a sign.
They can just look out that window, and I'm even providing them a little bit of comfort. That's all I care about.
Yeah. What would you say to the people watching that'd be like, that are mocking you for being the only person here? What would you say to them?
I literally don't give a fuck about it.
Perfectly played by this interviewer.
Yes.
Babe, I think you're pretty fucking awesome. You seem like a cool guy to me. But to these losers at home, what would you say? Trolling you. What would you say to them?
Let's go. And would you say that more people need to come stand with us, or?
If you want to, absolutely. But come here for the right reasons. Come here just because you want to comfort them. That's the only reason why I'm coming up.
Let's go.
So be the same. If you're trying to get famous, you're trying to do clout, you're trying to get the fuck away from it. It's only just for them.
Let's go. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man.
So this is just getting sad.
Listen. Say what you want about our society. If you go to Andrew Tate's, I don't know, the jail he's in to protest, wherever the fuck he is, if you go there to protest to get famous, yes, you are probably misguided. I agree with this guy.
If you're able to get famous for protesting that, I guess do it. Why not?
Well, like the interviewer, you can get content out of it, so that is smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw that, and like I said, I don't have a ton of Andrew Tate. I find him to be a silly character, but we haven't covered him a ton. But I did think, since Tom Segura has been a topic of conversation the last few weeks, that it was an interesting connection, just to see what Tom's been going through and what Andrew's been going through.
Logan 718, $10.
Well, thank you, buddy.
New fan, love the show. 10 months of waiting for the haste of Gov to clear/fly me to Germany to join the old battle axe's orders. I mean, good God, thank you for entertaining me in this hellish facade.
Oh, well, thank you, but I don't know what most of that means.
But I think there's a Norm reference in there.
I'm sure it's some dog whistle to some atrocity, but
I know, who knows what I just fucking read.
But thank you, brother.
I miss you, Jimmy, $5. Mike and Craig, don't tell Carl or Mr. Potato this, but of all of my podcasts, you're my favorite.
We'll keep it between us. Thank you, brother.
I'm not going to say a thing. Yeah. Where would you like to go next? Jasleen?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about Jasleen. Oh, and then we have this documentary. Who do you think is more monstrous, Craig, of the two people we've got left?
So Jasleen by a mile.
Well, of course you would. But yeah, let's go to Jasleen Singh. This is another one Craig was spot on about, by the way.
Oh, I was early on that one.
Craig was well, I think most people were. I fucked up. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. I said, we don't know what these people are like behind closed doors. And luckily for me, for someone ignorant like me, Jasleen opened those doors and said, well, take a look. Take a look at our lives and examine how horrible I am.
Do you want to see what I've done to this man?
What an exhausting woman. And what's really crazy about it is, you know who could use Andrew Tate is Akash Singh.
Yeah.
Akash might actually benefit from some of Andrew's advice, unlike Tom Segura. But like somehow Akash Singh was on a very successful podcast that he helped build. Like he was a voice on that show. Became a very successful stand-up because of that audience. Played Radio City Music Hall, which is where it peaked, and we've been in a slope downward ever since. Where
no, don't forget about that peak. He did review Euphoria.
Well, Craig, that actually leads me to he didn't review Euphoria on his own channels.
No, he didn't.
The pants have been placed solely on Jasleen, who now seems to be, I don't know, maybe the breadwinner of this relationship.
Yeah, let's take a look at how they're doing the avoid the internet as a couple.
Yeah, we don't want to be famous. We don't want to be famous anymore. We're so done with that. Jasleen has been begging for attention. I think in Jasleen's, here's what's really crazy about that whole situation. It seems like what the Fresh and Fit guys did, exposing his relationship with his wife and her clamoring for attention on her podcast and on TikTok and wanted to be an influencer and a personality and just how cringy and embarrassing she was. It seems like that has ruined Akash's career.
In life and
life and soul and will to live. It seems like it has crushed the man. And even by his own admission, he was like Colin Kaepernick's wife that interviewed him on Hot 97. She was like, it seems like you were unfazed by all of it. And so, boy, you've got your finger on the pulse. And even Akash was like, I was deeply phased. I was very badly phased. So even like Akash admitted that, like that affected him. He severed ties with Andrew. Like he unfollowed all these people on Instagram and left the podcast that he helped build and all that. And by the way, we never talked about this. There are a bunch of clips like resurfaced after that from old Flagrant episodes where Jasleen never liked Andrew and was literally like Akash had to like beg her for Andrew to be invited to their wedding. And it came up on the podcast and Schultz was like, wait, is this real? Like it's a question that I would be invited? Like we're boys.
That's a wild one.
And like Jasleen didn't want him. So it seems like, and I'm just going by the evidence out there on the internet, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye, but it seems like Jasleen couldn't have been happier that Akash left that world and she pulled the puppet strings to make it happen, I guess. Anyways, all of that a long way to say, the star of the Singh family, now that Akash has been beaten down, is Jasleen. So let's see what she's been using her platform for.
Story time of one of the biggest hardships that me and my husband ever had to go through. I know that I've talked about some of the stuff that we've gone through financially, and I've actually never...
Would you like lose a cash cow for some reason?
Stuff all the stuff that we've gone through financially. He was diagnosed with Schultz disease. And it was ripped out of him, and somehow things have gone worse since then. No, she means, here's what's even crazier than that. She means before he was successful. So like when he was fucking 30, like and hadn't really made it in comedy yet, which is the story of most comedians, he didn't have a ton of money. Which again, I don't even know if that's true, because like he was doing stuff with MTV. Like I'm sure he was fine. I don't know that he was destitute, but he certainly was nowhere near what he is now. But this has now been spun because you remember when Akash tried to be like, no, she's not a gold digger. We had to sleep on the floor one night, and I gave her my jacket as a pillow, and she let me use it. That was the big, like, no, she's not a gold digger story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she has a concept of what being poor would be.
No.
Because
she's about to find out, though.
Listen, this is a story about struggling financially. Keep that in mind. These are people that are struggling financially and going to the people of TikTok and saying, I'm pretty relatable, and here's why.
Story before, but in 2018, my husband was offered this insane gig for maybe like 50 million or some shit, like 10 million or maybe 5 million or some shit.
Yeah, it could have been 5 or 50 million. Who knows?
Could have been $5.
Did you say 50 or 15?
I think she said 50 at first.
Let me hear that again, because that is a drastic difference.
Let's see.
I've never told this story before, but in 2018, my husband was offered this insane gig for maybe like 50 million.
It says 50 on the screen, but I think she said
15. Yeah. Okay. That's still a big difference, but like it was 5 or 10 or 15 or who knows. Well, okay, it sounds like you're lying.
Well, if we got 15 million, we could retire now.
It sounds like you're making this up, but all right. But this is someone who's this is a story of woe, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So when I think back to when we were struggling financially, I think of a $15 million offer my husband received. It's usually not, listen, I don't know what their finances were back then. I don't know of many scenarios where the options are a $15 million offer or homelessness. You're not going up to a lot of homeless people going, I'd like to offer you $15 million. Take it or leave it.
Typically, an offer of that size, too, would go to someone who's kind of established and has probably got something going on.
It means there's a chance there's other offers. Look, put it this way. If you're getting offered $15 million, there might be like a $500,000 offer on the table also. You know?
So Shepard in the chat says Tom is getting blown by this chick now. That wouldn't surprise me. That's the lifestyle she's always wanted.
Yes, absolutely. If you're getting $15 million offers, you probably are able to find a job that lands you $100,000 a year. I would think. You know? It's not typically $15 million or zero.
Yes.
Or some shit like 10 million or maybe 5 million or some shit at this big college in Jacksonville. He would have had to been there for that whole decade. He had turned it down and
we're locking into it. Is he fucking Shohei Ohtani? We're locking you into a 10-year deal.
Doing what?
Yeah, is he a professor? What is a college paying him? You're not going to do a residency there.
I can tell you, a Jacksonville school professor is not getting 15 million.
It feels like Mad Libs. Honey, I'm moving to Jacksonville to work at a college for $15 million.
when I asked him why, he said he wanted to grind from the rap. It was when he was younger, so I don't think his frontal lobe was full.
Wait.
She's going at his brain development. That's nice.
His brain, yeah, right. He was retarded back then.
That's what she's saying.
No, but I think you missed something. You were focused on one insulting aspect that she was giving, but she also gave us a breadcrumb. I don't know that Akash, I think he may have been in other arts. Did you catch that?
What other arts?
It sounds like this was for his rap career.
Oh, I thought you meant like rap, like it's over.
Let me hear. Maybe I misunderstood.
10 million or maybe 5 million or some shit at this big college in Jacksonville. He would have had to been there for that whole decade. He had turned it down. And when I asked him why, he said he wanted to grind from the rap. It was when he was younger. So I don't think.
No, I think you might be right. He didn't take it because he doesn't want to do the rap anymore.
My name is Akash, and I'm here to say 15 million is what they pay. Where is a college paying Akash Singh $15 million to rap for them for a decade?
Or teach rap?
What is it? Space Jam? They're gonna.
I have to assume he is a professor in something.
A professor of rap.
That makes more sense than him actually going there and just performing in the fucking chow hall.
Professor of rhymology.
I think his frontal lobe was fully developed, and he had to pursue comedy as a fallback career to his rap.
Too much going on. Holy shit.
She's so mean.
Frontal lobe. How old is Akash Singh? Look that up.
I think like 35.
I think he might be even older. 2018. Let me do some quick math here.
He's 42.
2018 is 8 years ago. So when Akash was 34, she's suggesting his frontal lobe wasn't fully developed yet.
Which Max is, I mean, that's 25, notoriously.
I guess, yeah. So his frontal lobe wasn't fully developed yet. Also, he was a 34-year-old rapper getting $15 million offers, residency at a Jacksonville college, and we've never heard about this. I don't know. Are there any Flagrant fans in the chat? Is this a known story? I've never heard this before.
Me either. And I just want to know what the position actually is.
Of the two main guys on Flagrant, if I said one of you was a failed rapper, Akash would not have been the guess.
In Jacksonville, he would have had to been there for that whole decade. He had turned it down, and when I asked him why, he said he wanted to grind from the rap. It was when he was younger, so I don't think his frontal lobe was fully developed, and he had to pursue comedy as a fallback career to his rap.
Rap was the career. She is saying he was a rapper.
I'm getting word in the chat that this is a online trend.
What is?
What she's doing right now.
Oh, just like a lie?
Let me see.
Boy, do I hate this fucking society. It's like, I did a thing, but it wasn't real. Got you. It's like, yeah, you got me, I guess.
Okay. So the phrase references the viral internet meme from rapper Big Boogie. Hey, it's Boogie. On the Bootleg Kev podcast, the interview. Big Boogie claims on a podcast that
I've heard that.
He turned down a massive college drum scholarship in Jacksonville.
No, I know the phrase. I turned it down. That guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is the whole story part of the trend?
He famously, confusedly stated they offered him millions of dollars, 15, 10, or 5 million.
I got. Fuck. Shit. Well, we won't put this one out as a clip. We'll let you people on the live stream see it.
It's the next one, a fucking annoying trend too.
God damn. Boy, do I hate everyone in society now. Like, I'm saying something, but I'm lying. Got you.
People are telling us to end the podcast.
Fuck. You got me, Jasleen. You know what? Hats off to her. She got us. Shit.
I'm like sitting here going like, this is just mean.
Dude, I was like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. When you hear it like that, it because I know who you're talking about too. I know that other video.
I don't.
Well, I guess we spare. I guess we don't play the other video then, right?
I have to. It's just
Jasleen, we're sorry. You got us.
I'm not sorry.
I am. And now I think you're a great woman.
I don't.
You're a very loyal wife, and I'm a fucking idiot.
Everyone in the chat's like, nah, it got me too.
That's very funny. That's very
Thank
funny.
God that one person PM something. Thank you, brother.
The rest of us are boomers. We didn't get it, guys.
Hey, at least this isn't going to exist. Us being like, I can't believe she's that much of a bitch. Well, anyway, let's move on.
You should have let me clip it and just the title is like Jasleen Singh ruins Akash's reputation. Everyone's like, no, you fucking moron.
But I'm like watching. I'm like, I don't recall her ever speaking like this. Like she sounded like stupid.
Right. Yeah, you are right. Because even like when she was like, or some shit, I'm like, that's not how she talks. Really.
No, that's what I was saying. I was like,
and I was like, we would have heard this story certainly.
Is this a new persona?
Fuck. You got us, Jasleen. Nicely done.
Yeah, right.
Someone showed Jasleen this. She deserves a win once in a while.
Yeah. Tell her to tag us in the gotcha post at least.
God damn it. All right. Well, moving on, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a starred comment here. Dabble Tim, member for 5 months. Crossover idea. Very good chow makes all possibilities of what the BTH sandwich could be. Also, Craig's Tate and Alex Jones did nothing wrong is wild. All right, Dabble Tim, chill out.
It is wild. He's not. What's he wrong about? No, Dabble Tim. It's an internet trend that Craig was doing. People online have been saying like, "No, you should protest dead kids." That's so doing that he saw on TikTok.
I don't like the thing that people online think I enjoy Andrew Tate. No, that doesn't sit right with me.
Worship him? What's the correct word?
No.
Now let me recap here. What you said was what Andrew Tate did was equivalent to a bad tweet.
That's not what I said. I said it could have been.
This could all be summed up as a negative tweet.
It could have been. Could have been.
Well, anything could have been.
Alex Jones didn't physically do anything wrong. Sounds like he did.
Yes. Well, what was I saying?
I don't know. We got by fucking Jasleen Singh.
Maybe our next segment isn't real either with this guy.
I don't know anything about.
I just don't believe anything anymore, you know?
I know.
How do you live? How do you proceed in a world like this?
We can't.
I'm only 34, by the way. I'm the age Akash was when he was a rapper.
Your frontal lobe's not formed.
I'm like, the math doesn't make any sense. It made that clip was so ridiculous that I really thought I had something.
This needs to be discussed.
Oh, what a fool. Well, next week, I'm going to make Craig watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and we're going to get his reaction. I'm really early on internet trends.
Yeah. That had to come out in like, what, 2010?
Yeah. Oh, I think it was before that.
Probably. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right.
Way before, I think, yeah.
You're right. I heard that's ice cream.
Well, guys, to raise money, I'm going to dump a bucket of ice water on my head next week. And I'm going to challenge a few other people in the in this podcast world. So look forward to that. Fuck. Oh, that annoys me. And I've started to dislike Jasleen enough that it annoys me that it was her that got me.
I know.
Oh, just the perfect storm.
As soon as she said some shit, I was like, that.
It sounded weird, but not weird enough for me to be like, that's not our Jasleen. I wasn't like, no way, you know?
Well, it was real enough that I saw one person say this was fake.
Yeah.
I'm going to look.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir, for saving us. Or men.
We knew the whole time.
We know this is what you should do now. This is what society does. We got you. The new internet trend is that we pretend we're just out of touch guys that don't know what the fuck is going on and seriously critique a joke video.
Yep.
That's art. So we got you, fuckers.
You stupid. You guys thought you got us?
Should we? Now, here's the question. Mm-hmm. Should we put that all out, including this, or just not put it out as a clip?
Well, I'd say we put it out and we just put our hand up and say we got God.
I think we should put it out, but cut it off so it looks like I'm serious the whole time at this point. Then we get the people that haven't seen this part.
Cut it off right where I was like, hey, there's a comment, cut.
I can get a morsel of revenge. All right.
Guess we'll leave it up to Casey.
We'll see what the man. I'm certain he'll make the annoying choice, whatever it is. he'll exhaust himself with the amount of work he will choose to make out of it.
Yeah.
No, I'll come up with something and let him know after. But on to Craig's friend EDP 445.
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, you guys would have you'd have a lot in common.
I don't think so. I know what this is about.
I think you'd be good buddies. EDP 445. I've met him.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm the bad guy. You know this guy.
He was like Barstool Sports, I guess, like found him and promoted him a lot and loved him. So when I was an intern there, we all went to a Patriots-Eagles game. And Portnoy invited EDP 445. And he was slightly rude to me. And I didn't think much of it. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm too old for him. I was a fresh-faced boy at the time, but a little too old, I think. 23.
Yeah, way too old.
So EDP 445 has a documentary coming out about him. I guess we're going to show you the trailer for the documentary first. And then if that doesn't do enough explaining, I think we'll fill in the blanks of who exactly EDP is. Just for the basics, he was like a big Eagles fan. He was a guy who went viral around like 2012 because he would just like lose his mind when the Eagles lost or whatever. I don't really know what was appealing about him, but something like that. He was on Tosh.0. Like his clips would be on Barstool, shit like that. Success found him and he had a following. And now they're making a documentary about him. So let's see why.
And again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she? 13. 13, okay. And before we get into the messages, there was sexual content involved, yes or no? Right. And you said correct. Okay, all right. Again, so what brings you out here today? Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake. This is the story of EDP 445.
I will say, like, just a note on the documentary trailer. It seems like they did a good job with it. It's a little much.
It made him look like a warrior coming
because
out.
they were watching like Avengers or something.
Yes.
It's a little much.
To that place to have sex with a 13-year-old.
Definitely viewer discretion is advised. You know, dude's a perverted dude.
EDP soliciting sex from who he thinks is an underage kid.
He sent me videos of him masturbating.
All right, just real quick before you guys drift too far away and
what
wonder.
a weird image this is. I'm sorry. The current still shot after she said he sent me videos of him masturbating is a guy with his fat gut hanging out from the vantage point of his ankles. That's fucking weird.
He before you're wondering, like, Mike, this isn't your usual type of content. Wait till we get to the end of this documentary trailer. Because the guy they're describing, so obviously EDP 445, he got, much like we just did a minute ago. But he got
nothing like what we just did a few minutes ago.
He got by a different viral trend. and that viral trend was like the wannabe To Catch a Predator channels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I always think like maybe you should let law enforcement get involved instead of taking it upon yourself to be a vigilante. But like they're trying to do right by society. You know, they're trying to add a little good. Sometimes they fuck up. Sometimes they get it right. There's never really been a case like this where we're not only going to see this guy like kind of cop to a lot of the stuff. He's been caught multiple times and he's participating. I just want to give you a proper spoiler so you hang with us. He's going to be in this documentary trailer.
Is he not in jail?
No, he's never. What's interesting is he's never had criminal charges brought up, I don't think. This is all just like him talking about it, basically.
So he cops to it and doesn't get arrested?
I guess. I don't know that there's evidence. By the way, when we're going to see some clips, I'm guessing they probably can't use a lot of this stuff as evidence because of how it's done. But let's finish with the trailer.
Well, that's always the thing with the vigilante ones.
Yeah.
And even kind of Chris Hansen too. The way they go about it, for some reason, there's some law that they violate. That kind of
they're actually getting in the way to a degree.
Yeah, I forget what it is.
I would say EDP is completely innocent.
So what advice would I give to EDP 445? You need to stop doing this documentary.
Fucking a bitch is innocent. Hold on. You're going to want to see this. That was his lawyer saying, I've lost control. I can't tell with this guy what to do. I've tried. Now, this is the like after credits scene of this Avengers movie. where he shows up and you're like, wait, he's in the documentary?
Documentary.
Fucking a bitch's innocence away, you know? That's a tattoo that Craig has, actually.
That's not...
Fucking a bitch's innocence away.
Oh my God.
Why would he participate in this?
Someone mentioned Darman in the chat. It kind of feels that way.
Yes. It's like if Darman went out of the scripted realm.
Yeah.
Almost. And started handling real cases.
If Darman did a mock documentary.
Right.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already fucking clear.
Oh my God. I gotta say, and I try to give people a fair shake.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be hard to say that was taken out of context. I can't imagine what the context is. Where that's not exactly what it sounds like.
Oh man.
Oh, well, he was talking to 13 and 12-year-olds. Fuck all that. None of you fucking faggots can break my ass because I'm still standing, bitch.
Imagine tough talking a group that's like, hey, were you soliciting minors?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, homos.
Oh my God.
So if that's not enough to incentivize you, I think we're gonna watch this documentary probably.
None of you fucking faggots can break my ass because
I think it's gonna be a Blind Mike Project watch along.
It has to be.
So
we might have to get like a group of people to watch this.
Right. It could be a fun. It seems like a fun time.
Yeah.
It's a YouTube documentary. I guess done by like the porcelain of this world. This guy Mike Klum, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
He's done another documentary about a guy like, an internet type of character, and I guess it was very well received.
Which internet character?
Huh?
Which internet character?
His name, not the guy you're going to think of, but it's Boogie something.
Oh,
Boogie.
I thought it was gonna be that. Who's that one that Justin talks about? That was like a weird internet person.
Oh, I don't know.
He like killed his grandmother or something. I don't remember.
Oh, Chris Chan.
Chris Chan, yes, thank you.
I think he did more than kill a family member too.
Well, that's the finality of it.
Yeah. I think it's even weirder, but
yes.
But yeah, like the EDP is a very weird character. It's funny you bring up Justin because Justin, he really enjoys that I've met this guy. He likes to pretend he's my friend, which I'm sure none of you will do. I hope
it is your buddy. You're good pal.
We go root for the Eagles together. No, we were spirited rivals that day, I'll tell you. But so this documentary is coming out. He's it seems giving his full participation. And I thought this should be a documentary we all watch together. And if you guys aren't sold yet, I went back and found some of the clips. This is a very dangerous episode today because I've been told some of these clips get taken down when they're put up on YouTube. I found them on YouTube, so we should be all right. But hopefully this doesn't get the video taken down. But I found some of the original interactions that he had with these vigilante.
I got a question. Do they read like his messages on these clips?
Well, let's find out, Craig. He might clear that up for us.
Well, I'm saying that would probably be why it gets taken down, because it is underage stuff.
Oh. Okay, well, let's see. Let's gamble. Let's roll the dice.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Okay. No fist bump?
I don't fist bump people like you, man, to be honest.
So before we get into any of the messages right here, I have 84 messages.
Okay.
So we have you talking to Sophie, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay. Sophie is how old? Before, and again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she?
13.
13. Okay. And before we get
Open and shut.
He tried to, like, he's made a couple comebacks, and he tried to be like, I was in on it with these guys. He's like, it was a character I was playing. Like Mr. Imus does characters.
He's just getting into character.
Yeah, he tried to say like he was in on it, like this was all scripted. I can't imagine a world where I would sign up as his role. I'm not auditioning for the role of EDP in this play.
You just got the job offered to you.
EDP, by the way, I don't think I said this yet. Do you know what that stands for, Craig?
Eat that pee?
Eat that pussy, yeah.
Yeah, I only know that because someone just super chatted. The real Kumia, $2. EDP is apparently short for eat that pee.
Eat that pussy. And here's what's great is too. They were like, they asked him, they're like, your name is very sexual in nature, and he goes, no, you guys misunderstood that. It's my logo was a Pac-Man eating a cat.
Yes.
So I was eat that pussy. It's like, oh yeah, there was definitely no sexual connotation. That makes a lot of sense.
It meant kitty cat.
Yeah, I'm an actual feline.
into the messages, there was content involved, yes or no?
Right.
And you
correct.
Okay. All right. So again, what brings you out here today?
Say the line. I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
That's the one that, as you can tell by the editing on this video, that's the one that people really ran with. Whereas like, I'm actually here to pick up a cupcake. I guess he's trying to say that this little girl, he's like, hey, could you drop off some desserts to me? And then I'll be on my way. Like you do with strange kids, you know?
Yeah.
There was, nothing that was one of the involved because I'm not like that, well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Well, obviously I'm lying.
That was,
now, granted, it seems like you have a mountain of evidence against me. And also, by the way, like they haven't said much yet. Like they just said, we have a bunch of text messages. You're meeting up with a girl who's how old? And he's like, the best age. Like he just admits to everything right away. He doesn't even know what they have.
If you can admit, I don't get how he doesn't get arrested instantly.
I don't know enough about how that stuff works. I will say, having watched the whole video, these guys are very bad at this. Oh, I should say the one guy in particular. Not the guy doing most of the talking here. The other guy who sounds like he's closer to the microphone.
Is this the one? Because I know one of them, nothing ever happens because they choose to go confront them and then like assault them. And the deal is
this is not that. Or
Okay.
not in this video. I don't know if those guys do that, but this is not that.
Because they'll beat the shit out of them and be like, what are you going to go to the cops?
Yeah, right. But no, this one of these guys, like you heard him early in the clip where he goes, I don't shake hands with a piece of shit like you, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
So it's like already confrontational and leading the guy. You know what I mean? Like, I just assume that's not how these investigations are usually done. So I don't know how much of this they're able to use, really.
Yeah, I almost went to go down a Google search to see why they don't get charged. I don't need that on my computer.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't looked it up vigorously.
all that was going to happen.
Oh, okay. So you should title a video instead of, your video almost.
I think so.
Yeah. So this is you texting all this, correct? This is your Instagram, yes or no?
Right.
Okay. All right. So again, what made you start this conversation?
Well, she messaged me, right? And She messaged me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, person feels lonely and stuff, and they want the interaction.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
And
I've felt alone at times in this crazy mixed up world. That doesn't mean you are forced to message a child.
No shit.
I like that. He's like, well, I'm lonely. What else was I going to do? I'm lonely. He's going to appeal to, oh, that is too bad, I guess.
Guys, you misunderstand. I just needed a friend.
Yes. I'm just a lonely boy. You know when you're up late at night and you're like, man, I wish I had someone to talk to. Of any age, really.
That's pretty much what had happened.
Nope, that was the end of that one.
All right.
Did double text here, yes or no?
Correct.
Knowing, and it said on her profile 13, yes?
Correct.
Okay, so you initiated a conversation with a 13-year-old knowing she was 13, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, so is that a good look for you?
No, it's not.
Okay, so you've been exposed for this before.
Correct.
And you called them these other girls.
I watched a different like YouTube breakdown of this. It does seem like there was another one, not out in the wild, but this was more like it stayed online. But this is not the first nor the last time that people will trick him with this stuff. Like he keeps getting, that's what's really crazy, is he keeps getting duped by this same operation. That's how thirsty he is.
I need it.
And you know what? I've been following for a long time. And you know what? I said, you know what? He probably made a mistake. And, you know.
Because I love the Eagles too, man.
Jalen Hurts is underrated.
He probably made a mistake because I really think Sirianni is going to turn this franchise around. This is a few years ago. This is before they won, you know?
Every time he cries during the national anthem, I get choked up myself.
Actually, no. This might be after. I think this is after Nick Foles won, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
So they're riding high.
I'll let it slide because you know what, brother.
Fly Eagles fly first and foremost.
But this is damning.
Right.
I had to make sure myself. Right. Do you recognize me?
No.
Okay. I had to make sure myself.
I had
to make sure myself that all these rumors were true. It sucks.
You recognize me? I was a 13-year-old girl.
Do you recognize this penmanship? That was mine.
They did. You ever see the sketch show Human Giant?
No.
It was Aziz, Paul Scheer, and Rob Hubel. It was pretty funny. There's a bunch of funny sketches on there. But one of them, they do like a parody of To Catch a Predator, and Aziz plays the kid. And he looks like Aziz. And the whole time you're kind of like, oh, they're just like, I guess you have to suspend your disbelief. And at the end, he says to the pedal, he goes, I'm an adult. I got a full beard, you fucking idiot. Just a funny line to throw in there.
I watched you in high school. Me and my friend Keyshawn thought you were hilarious, man. It's sad.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
But anyway,
hold on.
Bro, he's buttering them up.
I'm a big fan. And he goes, well, I appreciate that. Listen, it seems like you guys are going to expose me as a bit of a psychotic predator. But I appreciate your fandom, and most of all, go Birds.
I had to make sure myself. Do you recognize me?
No.
Okay. I had to make sure myself that all these rumors were true. It sucks, man. I watched you in high school. Me and my friend Keyshawn thought you were hilarious, man. It's sad.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
But anyway.
Shout out Donovan McNabb, you know? Shout out Brian Dawkins. I'll go all the way back to Ron Jaworski.
Shady McCoy, anyone?
We're fans, brother.
Bro, quick question. How long will this interview be?
You don't get to determine that.
Okay.
Well, like, what I don't understand, why are you attracted to like 13-year-olds? Like, why are you attracted to underage? Because you clearly said in one of the screenshots that you've always wanted to be with someone younger. Like you like fantasized about being with someone younger,
right.
And you're scared of.
Hold on, I like his kind of contemplative. Right. That is true. This is like his behind the music. Yeah, it's funny. I suppose I did say that, and that's really what fueled a lot of my creativity. When when I screamed about Brian Westbrook fumble, I was motivated from pure lust. Now that I think about it, and I don't even know that I internalized it that way. But it's interesting when you bring it up. I suppose that is partially true.
A sting operation or a cops.
Right.
Like, what goes through your head? What makes this okay for you? Because this is disgusting. Like, for real, man.
What goes on is loneliness, dude. I'll be completely honest with you, man. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to shoot, you know.
Like, let me cut you off right.
EDP, I don't mean to give you, as an old friend, let me give you a little advice. Bullshit them.
Well, the cameraman's not a friend.
Bullshit them. He's like,
the guy in the blue's the friend, the cameraman enemy.
He's like, listen, I'm not going to bullshit you here. I'm just going to give you this straight. A man gets lonely and he does whatever he can to curb that loneliness.
There. Okay.
Oh, the sick fuck.
You guys cops?
No, we're not cops.
We're not cops.
You're not cops.
But
we're
we
not
have worked with law
absolute.
enforcement.
But we can forward this to cops because most definitely this is not your first time either, right?
Right.
This is absolutely not. How many times have you done this?
Right? No, of course not. I mean, look at that. Look at the literature. I'm obviously a veteran.
Not the first time. No, absolutely not.
No. If you'll give some of that reading a scan, you'll realize that I am very practiced at this, and I'd like to acknowledge my obvious experience.
This actually is my first time.
You just said it wasn't your first time, and now you say it is. Second time?
Smart, EDP. Very clever.
He just holds up two. It's my second time.
It's not my first time. Or is it? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You've got them on their heels now, EDP.
You just said it wasn't your first time, and now you say it is. Second time?
What was the first?
So the first time was, so you guys know about the 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
All right.
She was hitting me up.
A little more creative editing here.
At least make it quick. You know, I need like the 15 seconds of nothing before.
but he's talking about it keep using the Eagles analogy. He's like, well, you remember the TO era, right? You guys remember the 15-year-old? And they're like, of course. Yeah. Those were good times. The good old days. I didn't like when you went down to 13, I thought that was a little much. But
that's why it pains me to do this.
15, those were some good days.
DMs in which she engaged first.
Right.
Because let's be real here. A lot of people, right, when they see celebrities, you know, like the check marks and stuff, and no, I'm not trying. I'm gonna sit back and throw a guilt trip and make people feel sorry for me. I'm not doing that. So don't, so don't try to
unburden yourself.
He's got to honor this man.
Unburden yourself, EDP. We won't feel sorry for you. Don't carry that weight around, my friend. Hey, listen, I don't want to tug at people's heartstrings here.
He's riddled with honor and respect.
Yeah, listen, I don't want you guys to feel bad for me. You'll look at my blue check mark, and you'll see the ages of some of the women messaging me, and you're probably gonna feel bad for me that I've been seduced like this.
Turn and twist the shit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, just go on.
So when people sit back, right, especially young girls, right, the 15-year-old, not the 13-year-old, when they see people with check marks and stuff, you know, oh, this and that, you know what I mean? You know, like you're famous, you're hot, all that. Okay? That's what they do. Now, as far as the whole fantasy goes, you know what I mean? Let's be real, okay? You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Now I feel like his lawyer in that trailer. Stop calling it a fantasy.
Stop saying that they think you're hot.
You know, for this thing you strive for and always dream about, and then it gets so close you almost feel like you can touch it. It's like, no, stop saying this.
Like, that's the part where I'm not picking up on. I genuinely don't know what you mean.
Fantasies, that's what I mean.
Okay, so, and I'm not calling you the P word, if you know what I'm talking, if you know what I mean. I'm not calling you the P word, but do you fantasize about females under the age of 16, yes or no? Sometimes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you
Oh my God.
Just say no.
Oh my God.
What's the harm? Listen, I'm nothing if I'm not honest. People have grown to respect the Eat That Pussy brand. And how are they gonna respect me if I'm not honest here? I cannot tell a lie.
Obviously, you fantasize about a 13-year-old, correct? Yes or no? Correct. Okay. So, if it's a 13-year-old, so when was the first time you fantasized about like an 11-year-old?
Never.
I have standards.
Please. I didn't come down here to be insulted. Good day, sir. Now listen here. I took time out of my day to come down here and be questioned on 13 to 15-year-olds. Don't sully my good name.
That's fucking nuts.
This guy is out of his fucking mind.
The next video is what makes you tick.
And what makes you tick? I wish they asked it that way, but I think that might be my my version of it. But it is like, what's great about it is one of the excuses he used for this video. He's like, "Oh, I was part of this is like a sketch we were doing. Like I was in on it." And it's like, you chose that role and you said, "Fellas, I'm gonna play myself in the sketch."
I like how he looked at these guys and he's like, "You guys aren't gonna air this, right? Of course I'm turned on by them."
You guys, this is just for your own posterity, yes?
What made you just go, I actually like 13-year-olds?
What made me, when all that came into play, you know what I mean? Like I mentioned before.
Go back. I like the sigh. Like, oh boy, no one's ever asked me that point blank before. That's a good question.
He's treating this like inside the actor's studio.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I think I'd go back to my first time working with Marty Scorsese.
Yeah.
It's a thoughtful pause, and it's very reminiscent of my favorite interview of all time is Bob Costas interviewing Jerry Sandusky.
Yes.
And Bob Costas asks him, "Are you attracted to underage children?" And Jerry Sandusky goes, I enjoy young people. I like horsing around with them.
I forgot all about that.
And boy, this is all a lot longer than no. Because no. Hey, wait, what do you... Let me get this out of the way. I'll give you more thoughts and insight on it in a moment. First things first, no. But he goes, let me drink that in. You've given me a lot to think about here.
You gave him the wow, great question.
I appreciate that question. Thank you so much.
So what made you just go, I actually like 13-year-olds?
What made me, when all that came into play, you know what I mean? Like I mentioned before, the entire loneliness and the actual, you know, like, oh, this girl might actually be in.
Stop saying loneliness. That's not an excuse. We all get lonely. We all get bummed out sometimes.
This is what we like to call probable cause, EDP.
Loneliness.
To me and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Right, but the thing is, if it was a 12-year-old into you would have brushed that to the side.
Of course.
So, you know.
Of course, I'm not a monster.
12-year-olds, ew.
Of course. This is an adult of 13 we're talking about.
If there's a hot 19-year-old into me, I'm like, oh, awesome. But if there's like, I shouldn't say there's such thing as a hot 12-year-old, but if there's a 12-year-old into me,
where we get into unusable for law enforcement.
This is where this whole thing gets thrown out.
This might be where they're like, well, there's nothing. You've ruined any chance we have.
That guy's immediately sitting next to him.
This guy's like, listen, I'm not going to say hot, but enticing.
Sure. A 13-year-old me, I'd be like, disgusting. I would never. So what makes it okay to you
for you to come here.
It doesn't make it okay. I'm
Right.
just being honest with you. It doesn't make it okay. I was in the wrong, and I'm a piece.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, like assuming I would be into a 12-year-old. Disgusting.
I'm gonna say, hand up. I fucked up on this one, fellas. You got me dead to rights.
Yes, I did it.
No one's more ashamed than me. So I'm free to go.
His OJ book's just going to be titled, I did do it, and here's what I did.
Right, but what makes you interested, though? Because you have girls hitting you up, so it's not the loneliness. So what about 13-year-olds makes you interested?
Can't even answer it for you.
Okay, so...
It's just such a raw feeling. It's in me. It's like, well, Michael Jordan can't explain why he's so competitive. You know? You have it or you don't. Can't even explain it to you. Listen, to you pedestrians, you civilians, I can't possibly.
Civilians out there.
It's like what makes you like exquisite food, you know? Some of us have a more refined palate.
Oh yeah, this is a 12-year-old bottle of wine. Gross.
I prefer 18, but
I guess I'll have to take it. So we got our last clip. It's actually a different guy.
So this is yet another guy who entrapped him in some sort of a situation. But EDP at least learned his lesson for this one.
Hey, cuz, y'all need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, bro? Yeah, man. Real shit, dog. Like, you guys can't kill me here, man. It's a dialysis center, man.
Well, Brian, I am with the Predatorial Investigation Unit, and I just want to let you know.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You know,
this is not a fucking joke, man.
I'm just seldom at a loss.
There's a guy dressed up like a cupcake next to him, by the way.
This is not a joke. This is no laughing matter.
For words, 2 years ago you were caught
kiss my ass
in 4K trying to meet a 13-year-old, and
really,
I'm not talking to you. Why?
Really, my nigga, this is bullshit, man, that y'all pulling right now.
Well, Brian, I just want to know why do you think we're here?
Fuck you, man. That's what I think.
If you could guess, Brian, why do you think we're here? Could you answer me that, Bryant? Bryant, don't be like this, Bryant. I just have a few questions.
Oh, by the way, it's illegal for you guys to film me here?
Oh no, we're outside the premises, so we're fine. I have a couple questions for you. I want to know what this picture is of you with the makeup on. Do you recall this picture, Bryant? Bryant, can you look here? I just want to know what this is. Like, what in the actual fuck is this? Bryant? Okay. Oh, how you doing, sir?
The way the guy he's going, what the fuck is this? And there's a guy dressed as a cupcake.
So I only included that last clip to show that it just kept happening to him. He couldn't help himself when he got a message from one of these people. But at least this time he was like, hey, fool me once or twice.
Like, one of these has got to be real.
He just keeps going down to meet him. But this time he's like, I opened up my heart to you. I poured out my soul, you motherfuckers. I was honest with you. But I guess he didn't really learn his lesson because he did participate in that documentary. And it seems like it's not going to make him look great.
His own voice is going to make him not look great.
I saw, and it's a channel I'm not familiar with, so who knows how reliable this guy is.
The trailer has 1.7 million views.
Yeah, yes. But I saw a channel reacting to the trailer. And this guy, I don't know the guy. Maybe I don't know if he's a troll or fucks around or whatever. But he evidently knows Mike Klum, and he's like, I've seen the, I got a cut of it.
Mm-hmm.
It lives up to the trailer.
We are definitely doing a watch along of that.
So we'll see. I think it could be a lot of fun.
I say we get like a big gang of people.
We should show it in a movie theater. I'm not going to go down this road again, but
best I can do is a Chinese restaurant.
Damn it. Yeah, that could be fun. We'll have to watch that on. I think it comes out like next week.
Oh, we would definitely do it. I gotta get Carl in there, get some potatoes.
If you're interested, reach out. If you watch this segment and you're interested in it, reach out. Because the only thing is, I just don't know who knows who this guy is, But it could be a fun one. So we'll keep an eye on that for you and let you guys know when we're watching it. All right, I guess that's it, huh?
Yep, got some super chats here.
All righty.
Principled uncertainty, £5. He did use to advocate for lowering the age of consent, so at least he's not a hypocrite, which is the worst part.
At least he's not a hypocrite.
The real Kumia, $2. EDP 445 is on Cameo for $36.
I mean, that's a steal. There's no way he answers most of what he gets, right?
He must. So you could probably sneak some by him.
Yeah, I'm sure, but the good ones must get denied, I would think.
Yes. The great ones, though, slip by.
Right.
Colostomy Stephen Craig, $4.99. Hey, it's Craig from my favorite cooking show, Cooking with Slurs.
It's called Very Good Chow, you son of a bitch.
You bastard. And that's that for that.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. We appreciate you. Fun episode today, a different type of episode.
Yes.
It felt very different.
Refreshing.
Took a couple trips in the Wayback Machine. We got fooled by Jasleen Singh. She got me good.
She did.
Got me good. I was so passionate about it, too. I was like, he didn't rap.
I think he did, though. Didn't he?
$15 million? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm just thinking about me analyzing 5 and 15. That's a big difference. Damn it. She got me.
15, 10, 5, whatever the fuck it is.
I do like, I'm trying to save myself here. I do like that no one would believe that she was successful, so she used her husband in the video. My husband had an offer.
Well, that's the reason that people will see it.
Right.
To begin with.
Yeah. She got me good, though. Shout out to Jasleen Singh for that. Give her credit, guys. Go in her comments, say, you got one, Jasleen. Big win.
That's right.
Go watch Very Good Chow.
Sure.
Pizza coming? Pizza's in the oven?
I don't know. I think I have to do something else now, or else the other one's going to be too fresh on my mind. Pizza will come eventually.
Fresh. I get it.
Yeah.
The dough is rising.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Go support Very Good Chow, verygoodshow.org.
Mm-hmm.
Support Casey Day, HackRideStudios.com. Oh, he's got the premiere after this, right?
Yeah. Today after the show, the chat will be transferred to the premiere of the Trek Off.
Stick around for that. Casey Day, my friend Vinny Paulino, a good man.
Yeah. Go to HackRideStudios.com for all other HackRide stuff.
Yes. And it's a punishment, I guess, which is kind of funny. I guess on the wheel of punishments for the creep off, one of the punishments was do a show with Casey Day.
Yeah, he had to do 5 of them. I will say, I've peeked my head in on it, and Vinny does seem pissed.
Really?
I think it is a punishment.
It's very funny that Casey Day went along with that too. I give him credit for that.
Oh, he's a good egg.
He's a very good sport. Yes.
Amber Lamps OFC 199. Count me in for the watch along.
Thank you, Amber. You must be of age to get into the watch along, by the way.
We're carding at the door.
That one we need to be certain.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know. Like I said, I don't know. No show next Sunday, definitely. Well,
possibly.
Yeah, we might have something pre-recorded. No live show next Sunday.
That's right.
But we'll figure out something for you fine folks, or we won't. And you can
have a week off.
Yam bag.
Yeah, that's right.
But thank you guys for supporting the show. Go to blindmike.net, support the program, become a member if you'd like, or just support the show for free wherever you get podcasts. And we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody.
And we have a meme transition.
Hey, it's Boogie. Steppers through the way, everyone likes it.
Now, this is very interesting. Now, really, ladies, if you're listening, and men, and everybody in between.
If I tell you you've got a homicide, buddy, you've got a homicide.
I hope to hear from you soon.
I am proud to own the Trumpy bear, and I will always be proud to be an American.
Put it in the outro.
Until then, have yourself a great day, and as always,
There's no cum on my mic.
Rock on.
Stop the baloney, huh? What kind of statement is that?
I wrote it.
One of my favorite players to cover when he was here was Mike Vrabel. Tell me Mike Vrabel's story.
Whatever, dude. I keep it cool at the gym.
Piss on him.
Stop! My belly hurts.
My dad was in the military.
Can you please kindly F off, please? If a person is on a bridge threatening to jump, how do we know that he wants help?
Okay, I hope nothing's bad happened.
Money, 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 money. Fuck, please.
Anyway, God bless America.
Put it in the outro.